वाह
वाह मामा क्या स्वाद है।
अरे मेरे राजा
राजा आरती और मसाला केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। अब बताओ स्वाद आया?
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाई जीरा से MTH का जलजीरा जीरा से।
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
MTH।
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
Character, the taste of success.
Approximately 3:30 this afternoon, our plainclothes officers and agents that consistently patrol the outer perimeter of the White House complex identified a suspicious individual that appeared to have a firearm. They called in support from our marked uniformed Secret Service police to make contact with that individual. Upon making contact, that individual fled briefly on foot, withdrew a firearm, and fired in the direction of our agents and officers. They returned fire and engaged. That individual was hit. He's since been transported to the hospital. I have no comments on his condition. I can tell you that at least one, we believe only one bystander was hit by the suspect. That individual, it's a juvenile, did not sustain.
All right, viewers, very warm welcome. You're watching Republic TV. This is Shivam Dutt Mehta, and we continue our coverage from Tamil Nadu of the possible scenarios of alliance that TVK can go to. And Congress has officially come into an alliance with the TVK, and they have dumped the DMK in this regards. And also there will be repercussions for the Congress party. Now, our correspondent exclusively spoke to DMK spokesperson, that is a TKS Elangovan. Let's watch that.
Sir, the Congress has now broken their alliance with the DMK. It's a very long time holding alliance. Congress has now officially announced that they're going with Vijay, not just now, but for local body as well as the next parliament elections as well.
What can we do? When Congress wants to, in many states they have done this and they have lost the government power. Let them do what we are not. We don't mind. See, we had lost 28 seats. We had given 28 seats to them. Had we contested all these 28 seats, we would have won more also. We don't know. But let them go. What can we do?
So now, after Congress, there's also VCK, Communist Marxists, who are all in talks with the TVK. DMK, when they went for this particular alliance, there were 21 parties who were in alliance with you. Now, most of them, especially the one who have won the seats, or totally 11 seats now, after Congress, there's 6 more left. They are going to take the decision tomorrow. So DMK is losing a huge number of alliance along with the seats.
We will contest more number of seats in the next elections. That will do good to DMK.
Sir, also as opposition, you will be opposing the TVK along with who are they ally with. Any plans for the DMK on who the opposition leader will be, because MK Stalin is not going to be leading the parliament, the state assembly.
There is a meeting of the DMK legislative, the winners of the DMK in these elections. We will decide on that meeting.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so that was an exclusive conversation with the DMK spokesperson. Now it's time to slip into a short commercial break. And after the break, coming up, ladies and gentlemen, the Congress is officially in alliance with the TVK. And also, Vijay is set to meet the Tamil Nadu governor at 3:30 p.m.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट?
स्वाद बना है चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है?
स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और परेशान, अरे चंकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
AU सेविंग्स अकाउंट में मिलते हैं अमेजिंग बेनिफिट्स, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग एंड हायर इंटरेस्ट, वो भी हर महीने।
मनी 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 एवरी मंथ।
सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मम्मा, क्या स्वाद है?
अरे मेरे राजा,
राजा आरती और मसाला। चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच, लस्सी और छाछ।
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े। चमकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरी डे।
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डवेयर मसाला। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाए जीरा से MTH का जलजीरा जीरा से।
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
MTH
Welcome back. You're watching Republic TV. This is Shivam Dutt Mehta, and we continue our coverage on the possible scenarios of TVK forming an alliance with other political parties. Now, the Congress has already agreed to go into an alliance with the TVK, and we give you the latest images and the exclusive breaking news development. And there is a lot more, but we have to take a short commercial break. A lot more is lined up after a short commercial break. Coming up next, after the break, ladies and gentlemen, this is Vijay, TVK Chief Vijay, to meet Tamil Nadu Governor at 3:30 p.m. and Congress is officially in alliance with the TVK.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
AU करंट अकाउंट के साथ मिलता है फ्री UPI QR ओवरड्राफ्ट फैसिलिटी और एक ही ऐप से बैंक के सारे काम। AU
सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है।
अरे मेरे राजा
मसाला।
Character, the taste of success.
Agents that consistently patrol the outer perimeter of the White House complex identified suspicious individuals. Approximately 3:30 this afternoon, our plainclothes officers and agents that consistently patrol the outer perimeter of the White House complex identified a suspicious individual.
Headlines brought to you by Canara Bank. Together we can.
It is official that the Congress has agreed to go to alliance with the TVK. Congress dumps the DMK. Vijay reaches his party headquarters, set to finalize the deal ahead of the meeting with the governor at 3:30 p.m. Massive big scoop on Republic TV. 35 MLAs set to break up with the AIADMK and join the TVK. NIA begins probe in the twin blast case in Punjab's Amritsar and Jalandhar. Strongly suspect cross-border angle. Meanwhile, the initial probe suggests ISI hand behind local radicals who carried out the attack. Khalistani group claims responsibility for the attack outside the BSF headquarters in Jalandhar, calls it a retaliatory attack. In a shocking statement, Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann blames the BJP for the Punjab blasts. 5 police personnel, including a woman officer, shot at in Bengal, Sandesh Khali. All right, viewers, we shift our focus to the breaking news that we are getting in at the moment. Viewers, we start with the reaction that is coming in right now from the DMK viewers. DMK leader Kanimori Somu has reacted to the Congress party, dumping them for the TVK. Now, listen into this exclusive conversation. DMK says that Congress is a part of power-hungry backstabbers. That's what DMK has called the Congress. It has called the Congress backstabber. Power-hungry backstabbers. DMK reacting. Listen in.
It is very unfortunate for the Congress to leave the DMK and go to the TVK, because it was our leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin, who in the India bloc was formed when there was a lot of discussions of who should be the Prime Minister candidate. Our leader was the first person to voice out that Rahul Gandhi would be the Prime Minister candidate. Not only now, time and again from the last 4 elections, we have given them umpteen number of seats from 2011, around 63, then 2016, 21, now 26. Though they had been getting defeated in so many of the seats, still supported by us. Today, it is not only a backstabbing, it is it is a, usually they call it, in Tamil we say, Nayavanchakathanam. There is one proverb in Tamil, அப்படியே அந்த குடும்பத்தை வந்து உறவாடி கெடுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. You have been with us for all these years and now you just want to get away, just for the sake of your ministerial berth, just for the sake of a Rajya Sabha seat. And just now they have got a Rajya Sabha seat from us, just not even a month back, which was supported by us when they had only not even half the numbers of the 34 MPs MLAs which was required for Rajya Sabha. Letter, and it is very clearly stated that they would be supporting them for the local body. They have also mentioned the mentioning of the Rajya Sabha. So it is very clearly indicative that they are only for the sake of the power and not for working of the people. We have supported them not only in Tamil Nadu, even in the parliament, in both the houses, of any issues which they want to rise up. DMK has always stood by them. This is a big backstab which they have done. This is not a way a national leader can behave. I think now the entire India would know what Congress is.
In fact, one of the top spokespersons for the DMK, T.K.S. Languvan, has also spoken to Republic TV, reacting to the Congress splitting from the DMK and choosing to go with the TVK. Listen in.
Sir, the Congress has now broken their alliance with the DMK. It's a very long time holding alliance. Congress has now officially announced that they're going with Vijay, not just now, but for local body as well as the next parliament elections as well.
What can we do? When Congress wants to, in many states they have done this and they have lost the government power. Let them do what we don't mind. See, we had lost 28 seats, we had given 28 seats to them. Had we contested all these 28 seats, we would have won more also. We don't know. But let them go. What can we do?
So now, after Congress, there's also VCK, Communist Marxists, who are all in talks with the TVK. DMK, when they went for this particular alliance, there were 21 parties who were in alliance with you. Now, most of them, especially the one who have won the seats, or totally 11 seats now, after Congress, there's 6 more left. They are going to take their decision tomorrow. So DMK is losing a huge number of alliance along with the seats.
We will contest more number of seats in the next elections. That will do good to DMK.
Sir, also as opposition, you will be opposing the TVK along with who are they ally with. Any plans for the DMK on who the opposition leader will be, because MK Stalin is not going to be leading the parliament, the state assembly.
There is a meeting of the DMK legislative, the winners of the DMK in these elections. We will decide on that meeting.
Thank you, sir.
All right, my colleague Aishwarya is joining us live on the broadcast. From Aishwarya, tell us more details about what are you picking up at the moment. So we understand that TVK chief will be heading to the governor's office in a short while from now. What was the latest that you picked up on the alliance?
Exactly. You could see the preparations that are being made around us in the TVK headquarters, where the police have been beefed up. There are preparations of him coming out of the TVK headquarters, along with the Congress, which has entered, which is also inside with Vijay for announcing their alliance, and they just had a talk and a handshake with Congress and TVK having a handshake, and them both together might go to Raj Bhavan, where meeting with the Vijay and governor is scheduled, where Vijay will tell that he is ready to form the government with the Congress support, and there's only 6 seats that are required more for him to actually cross the magical mark. But he's also sought 2 weeks of time for that 6 seats also, with left parties also coming closer to Vijay, that he might cross the magical mark after the oath-taking ceremony as well. But here you could see the preparations around me with the Congress party and TVK inside the office meeting together and planning together to go to the Raj Bhavan and to meet the governor ahead of the scheduled meeting at 3:30. On the other hand, DMK is extremely upset about this alliance, because they are openly calling and marking Congress party as the backstabber, because whatever it is on the national front, DMK has always supported Congress, and they are always together with the for all the other schemes or all the policies that they were opposing. The DMK and Congress went hand in hand, and the DMK had supported Congress in the parliament as well. But now the DMK is terming Congress an opportunist and a backstabber, because they were saying that 27 seats were given to Congress, trusting them, but they have won just 5, and even after that they have just jumped to TVK at the latest chance that they have got to taste the power.
We will continue to get more details, but at the same time we have some more breaking news, and we'll go across to Aishwarya right after we get you this breaking. So this is on the AIADMK that we are now getting you information on. AIADMK has also reacted on the Congress party joining hands with Vijay's TVK. In fact, we have a reaction from Kovai Satyan also, calling Congress desperation personified. So that's the breaking news we have right now. The AIADMK calling the Congress desperation personified, and also saying that 5 MLAs cannot save 108 on the government. If you want a divorce with DMK, have some spine to do so without a drama. So clearly we see that there are sharp reactions that are coming in, isn't it, Aishwarya, as far as this move of the Congress party is concerned? All right, I think we have lost the connection with Aishwarya. We'll just try and reconnect, but that's a big update. the TVK chief is going to head to the governor's office after he held a meeting with the Congress leaders. Congress leaders meeting the TVK, and there is a lot of buzz surrounding this alliance, but it's now the deal has been sealed. Aishwarya, can you hear me? Aishwarya, AIADMK also saying that Kowai Satyan of the AIADMK said that 5 MLAs cannot save 108 or the government.
Absolutely, because everybody here, be it the AIADMK or the DMK, is upset with the Congress because what they are terming Congress as that backstabber and an opportunist, because at the very latest opportunity of them that they could taste the power or demand a ministry, they have jumped and they have left a long-standing alliance with DMK and they have jumped to the TVK and DMK, and then what we can also see here is that Congress and TVK are looking for a very long alliance, be it because in coming months there are local body elections, there are municipal elections as well, because in those elections also the Congress is choosing TVK to go with, is what the speculation is also about. DMK has openly criticized this particular move, saying that DMK has always been with Congress, be it in the national front or in the local front, and this particular move, backstabbing move from the Congress, is something that they do not appreciate of. But here the Congress party is just saying one thing, that this is what the people of Tamil Nadu wanted, and they will go with the sentiment and the emotion of the Tamil Nadu people, because what they wanted was a secular government, and because TVK's and Congress ideology is going hand in hand, then that is the reason they have chosen to go with the Tamil Nadu people's sentiment. But on the national front, they are still with DMK, is what the Congress here is saying. But then is that possible is something the question is, because DMK, will it still support Congress on national front, is something the question should be raised regarding that, because DMK is definitely very upset with this alliance, and what the speculation is also is about is that they do not want to continue with the Congress party and call it, because they have termed it as a backstabber.
Absolutely. Well, also tell us more about what's really happening from where you're reporting outside the TVK headquarters. That 3:30 is the time when we expect Vijay to meet the governor. So we expect him to stake claim to form the government.
Here outside there are preparations, because at 3:30 the governor has already arrived at Raj Bhavan, is what the information is, and that is the reason Vijay is also here planning to get out and on time and reach the Raj Bhavan at 3:30. Here you can see the fans have gathered, the police have beefed up, all the preparations are at place for Vijay to go and meet the governor and ask and show that they have the mandate, and all the preparations for the oath-taking ceremony and the permissions and the protocol, it will be followed. And for that, Vijay might leave anytime soon from the headquarters, along with the Congress party leaders as well. This is the Congress is also following Vijay to the Raj Bhavan, is what the speculation is also, because the Congress party will also go and submit a letter to the governor saying that they are extending their support to the Vijay's party in forming the government. In and around, you can see that there are banners, there are political party supporters, the Vijay supporters who are coming, who have gathered from since morning to have a glimpse of their hero who have they voted from to become the chief minister. As you can see, there are fans who have come from Qatar, there are fans who have come from abroad, there are fans who have travelled from districts to the Chennai for that one moment, one glimpse of Vijay when he comes out of his office while he's going to Raj Bhavan, and which will become an official that Vijay will become the chief minister. They are just waiting for that one moment where they could give a handshake or at least wave to their chief minister Vijay, and that is how the fans have gathered. This is something that has not been seen before, because Vijay is a huge star in Tamil Nadu. So the police protection is largely unusual, because apart from the protocol that should be followed, the police are also concerned about the number of fans and the crowd that would gather in and around the Vijay's car, and that is the reason there are extra protection that has also been given to Vijay while he is going to Raj Bhavan along with the Congress leaders.
Right, just going back to what has happened, the breakup between Congress and DMK. It's a 55-year-old alliance that has now is now splitting. You know, there are questions, of course, being raised. What is the Congress getting? A party with just 5 seats. What is the deal that you're picking up about the details? If you could just share with us, what are the portfolios that the Congress has been promised? How many portfolios has the Congress been promised? Ashwarya, can you hear me? I don't think so. She can hear me. We'll try and reconnect with her, but we'll play out more reactions that we have got in the moment. In the meantime, at the same time, we're showing you visuals. Okay, I think there's a delay. There's a delay in the voice being transferred to Ashwarya there on the ground. Ashwarya, can you hear me now? Okay, we are just cutting across.
You can actually see that the TVK headquarters have opened up while Vijay and the party leaders are coming out and on their way to the Raj Bhavan. You can see there are both the flags, that is the Congress and the TVK flags, are flaring up outside the TVK headquarters while there are preparations going on where Vijay might come out of that TVK doors anytime soon to go to the Raj Bhavan. This is what we can see. This has become official. Among the crowd cheering, among the fans cheering, Vijay is coming out to go to Raj Bhavan and meet the governor to officially ask, follow the protocol that he could take the oath-taking ceremony tomorrow. This is what you could actually see. As you can see, there are huge crowds, huge police beefing up happening, and huge protocol that is being followed. Vijay might come out anytime soon. This is coming after Congress and TVK had almost 1 hour of meeting inside the party headquarters, and this meeting is most supposedly for the conditions that Congress can ask for supporting. There are speculation that Congress has asked for 1 ministry in the TVK governance, but here you could see which all the fans have gathered, and all the gathering is for that one glimpse of Vijay, who is going to Raj Bhavan to make it official. He can come out anytime soon. There is a possibility that he could also wave for his fans who have been waiting outside his office since morning, supporting him because the oath-taking ceremony is here, and there is a huge sloganing, cheering happening in and around this particular TVK office headquarters, and waiting for Vijay to come out and officially announce or even have a handshake with the Congress party as well. But both of them together are now going to Raj Bhavan to show and meet governor that there is a mandate that they have now, though they have fallen short of 6 more seats, that will also become soon, is what Vijay also believes. Within 2 weeks, he has the time to prove his majority, and he's also in touch with all the left parties as well. So here you can see the fans are gathering, and their star Vijay is outside, has come outside and is leaving to Raj Bhavan. As you can see, the Vijay has left his party headquarters to meet governor, following the protocol as well. Behind him are the convoy car that already has been allotted to him, and the police protection, because as you see, Vijay is a huge fan. Behind him there are also Congress leaders who are coming and following Vijay. They are the Congress leader cars also going behind Vijay to the governor's office as well. This is what the alliance talks held inside the TVK headquarters, and now both the parties together are leaving to Raj Bhavan to officially hand over the letter to governor, and also for the oath-taking ceremony that is scheduled tomorrow. Vijay and Congress party leaders have just left from the party headquarters together to meet the governor for the meeting that has been scheduled at 3:30 p.m.
All right, we have live visuals coming in from outside the TVK headquarters as Vijay leaves from the headquarters. You can see it's flanked by security personnel and fans. They've been flooding this street that leads up to his home, and just to catch a glimpse of the superstar turned the future chief minister. So this is the latest visual. My colleague Aishwarya is getting you live from outside the TVK headquarters in Chennai, and he's all set to hold the meeting with the governor of Tamil Nadu. In fact, we spoke to the governor of Tamil Nadu just yesterday. Republic TV got you the first response. Viewers on the phone line where we learned from the governor himself that the TVK had also written to the governor as well. So yes, viewers, after a lot of talks, we've seen that the Congress now has decided to go with the TVK. With 5 seats, the Congress will be joining the TVK. And, Aishwarya, this shows that what sort of a political storm, the TVK has proved to be. Not just, becoming the single largest party in these polls with the non-Dravidian ideology. We see that even a decades-old, 55-year-old alliance also ends between the Congress and the DMK. And what is the Congress saying as far as its stance is concerned, given how DMK is calling it a backstabber? But what is the Congress saying? What are you picking up as far as the decision is concerned?
Absolutely. As you can see, the Congress MLAs are coming outside the TVK office. While we had tried to have a bite of take their reaction, they only have to say that the higher command has taken the decision and they are following the higher command. As you just see, the 5 MLAs who have been elected on the Congress seat, who have won the Congress seat, are coming out one by one, and they are saying that this is what they have said. Though they have been called the backstabber, the Congress is saying that they are together in the India Alliance.
I think we're going to get a reaction from the Congress leaders. Let's try and get a reaction. Let's try to listen into if they are saying anything.
Big alliance today. Be careful. Big moment. Big moment. Wait. Girish sir, meeting is over. What do you say? Just 1 second. Girish sir, one comment. No. Ladies, 1 second. Behavior, sir, we'll all get the bike. Okay.
ब्रीफिंग या बाइट में
Coming in from outside the TVK headquarters, and Vijay has just left from the office. He's en route to the governor's house, but we try and getting, my colleague Aishwarya is there trying to get a reaction from the Congress leaders who just moved out after holding talks with Vijay, with TVK leadership, and the alliance has been sealed is what we are learning, but we will still of course try and get more reaction. They're not seemingly not wanting to react at the moment. We'll still try and get if they do speak anything on the talks and on the decision that has been taken. The DMK calling Congress a backstabber, power-hungry backstabber, going on to even the AIADMK sharply reacting and calling it that they are power-hungry, that they cannot really save the government. So this is a very interesting turn of events that we are witnessing right now in Tamil Nadu, outside the TVK headquarters. We are bringing you live visuals, and we'll just try and see if there is any reaction that comes in. You see the Republic mic over there. We'll try and get you any reaction. So, but viewers, the latest update is, and the biggest story coming in from Tamil Nadu is that the Congress has offered conditional support to the TVK. DMK. It divorces with the DMK after 55 long years.
That DMK I don't know. They're going to meet the governor. No. They're going to meet the governor. Governor will tell the date, time.
You are splitting with the DMK now. DMK is saying that you are a backstabber.
This is High Command decision. Everybody's decision. Okay, enough.
Yeah. You think that
அங்க பாருங்க கிரீஷ் ஓடங்கர்ஜி
the India
பார்க்கறாங்க.
alliance are in a larger national prospect? You think?
Okay. We will.
Respond to the backstabber comment by the DMK.
As per the decision taken by the Political Affairs Committee of Tamil Nadu Congress Committee, and subsequently the CLP takes a decision to support TVK party to form the government. Today we met the TVK leader Vijay along with our MLAs and all the senior leaders, and we have extended him the full support after we gave him the letter. After we gave letter, he spoke with Congress President Kharge ji, Leader of Opposition Rahul Gandhi ji, and General Secretary of Organization Venugopal ji, and he thanked all the three leaders for their support and the letter that we have submitted him today. We hope more parties also will come and extend the support to the TVK, which has been supported by the people of Tamil Nadu. And we hope the governor will invite him to swear in as the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. We wished him best wishes in the services of Tamil Nadu. Thank you.
Sir, Congress expect any cabinet, sir?
We will be the part of new government. We will not just support from outside. We will be taking a responsibility, and we'll be taking also the accountability of the new government.
Sir, won't it see as a betrayal for the DMK? You've been aligned with them and you want 5 seats, now you're going to...
For us, the people's mandate is the supreme. We respected the people's mandate and we bowed down before the people of Tamil Nadu. Thank you.
Sir, who's the cabinet minister, sir?
Thank you.
Sir, who's the cabinet minister, sir? Who's the minister, sir?
Opportunistic or short. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. Nothing to say about any of this.
Minister also by the Congress party.
Are you expecting the AIADMK faction?
I am not. No. We are not expecting anything. All of that will be handled by Mr. Vijay's party.
Will you be attending the swearing in as well tomorrow?
Yes.
Any cabinet promise?
Rahul Gandhi to company as well.
So I can confirm that Mr. Vijay spoke to Mr. Mallikarjuna Kharge and Mr. Rahul Gandhi on the phone just now, thanked them and invited them for his swearing in. He has just gone to meet the governor. Hopefully, there will be the swearing in time will be confirmed for tomorrow, after which Mr. Rahul Gandhi will come. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You know, power sharing.
Sanjeev, you are taking.
No.
So power sharing
Nothing
has
will be
a big demand
affected.
for the Congress party as far as DMK is concerned.
See,
Have you reflected that with the TVK?
This is an alliance and a partnership based on trust, based on equal share and responsibility, and most importantly,
When you say equal-
not number. Equal does not mean number. Most importantly, for the people of Tamil Nadu's mandate, respecting the people of Tamil Nadu's mandate.
When you
Thank
say
you.
responsibility,
Thank you.
sir, can we expect
Thank
the
you.
Congress
Thank you.
minister to also be there in the cabinet? Podo, va.
Viewers, those are the visuals from outside the TVK headquarters. My colleague Aishwarya continues to be on ground zero. Remember, after a hung assembly, now TVK has decided to join hands with the Congress party after the TVK reached out to the Congress to form the government in Tamil Nadu. In fact, he's also TVK's Supremo. Vijay is in fact leaving for the Lok Bhavan yesterday. In fact, he also wrote to the Lok Bhavan expressing confidence that post a majority, post the mandate of the people of Tamil Nadu, TVK will form a government. Aishwarya continues being with us. Aishwarya, speak to us about everything that's unfolding. You know, key things that are lined up for TVK and for Vijay. First, their visit to the Lok Bhavan, and second, they're also all set to go to the governor at 3:30. Aishwarya.
Absolutely. Praveen Chakravarti just spoke to Republic here with the bite. He said that the Congress has decided to go with the TVK party, and he said that this will not affect the DMK as well, the Indie Bloc Alliance. He said he has nothing to comment on the DMK's backstabbing comment, but he only has to say that he will support the mandate that is given by the TN people, Tamil Nadu people. He also said that Congress always takes decision thinking of the long term, and that clearly indicates that Congress is looking for a long-term alliance with the TVK itself, leaving its long-standing alliance with DMK. On the other hand, we also heard, Praveen Chakravarti also confirmed that Vijay has spoken on phone with Mallikarjuna Kharge as well as Rahul Gandhi inside just now during the party meeting. He seeking their support and also thanking them for supporting the given by the Congress party to the TVK. And after which he also said that he has invited Rahul Gandhi as well as Mallikarjuna Kharge to the oath-taking ceremony that is scheduled tomorrow in the Nehru Stadium. But what remains to be seen is that what are the remaining seats that have been here.
No mic, please. No mic.
Well, Aishwarya, they're trying to get a conversation in with the TVK and the TVK top brass. In fact, this comes as the TVK is now all set to leave for the Lok Bhavan. Those are the live visuals from right outside the TVK headquarters. Now, Congress has dumped the DMK and they've joined hands with the TVK. Remember, there was a hung assembly in Tamil Nadu after the counting of votes, and TVK reached out to the Congress party asking to form an alliance. TVK that swept through the majority of votes with over 108 seats in the 234-member Tamil Nadu Assembly. In fact, TVK needed about 118, so they were about 11 short to form the government. And now the TVK has picked the Congress to form the government with. They are leaving for the Lok Bhavan. Yesterday, in fact, TVK chief Vijay also wrote to the Lok Bhavan expressing confidence that the TVK will
Thank you.
form a government.
Just one.
Will this go? Sir, one.
Sir,
will this alliance break? Sir, will this alliance affect DMK?
No, it will not. This is not about the DMK. This is about the Congress parties fulfilling the mandate of the people of Tamil Nadu, helping Mr. Vijay fulfill that. Okay, thank you. Go.
Sir, please. That is what Praveen Chakravarti here has to say about this particular alliance. He said this is not about DMK or about...
वहाँ चौकसी 24 घंटे रहती है, वहाँ का एक एक बयान मुख्यमंत्री का महत्वपूर्ण होता है। बिना जांच के रिपोर्ट के जिस प्रकार राजनीतिक फायदे के लिए अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के कहने पर भगवंत मान जी ने ये बयान दिया, यह निंदनीय है। और आप कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन देखिए, पंजाब के ही डायरेक्टर जनरल ऑफ पुलिस गौरव यादव जी, उनका बयान मेरे हाथ में है, और उस बयान में जो डिटेल बयान है मैं उसका एक अंश पढ़ता हूं। आई वुड लाइक टू इन्फॉर्म यू that there is an attempt by an ISI. ISI is creating a fake narrative and they're trying to show that Punjab is disturbed. ये जो डायरेक्टर जनरल ऑफ पुलिस है, पुलिस के सर्वोच्च अधिकारी जो पंजाब के हैं, जो खुद भगवंत मान जी के सरकार के सबसे बड़े पुलिस अधिकारी है, उनका बयान है कि ये जो बम ब्लास्ट हुआ है उसके पीछे सरसरी नजर से और पहले जांच के आधार पर मालूम पड़ रहा है कि आईएसआई का हाथ संभव है और आईएसआई एक ऐसा मैसेज देने का प्रयास कर रही है मानो पंजाब के अंदर सब कुछ ठीक नहीं है, डिस्टरबेंस चल रहा है। यह पहली बार नहीं हुआ। पंजाब और जम्मू कश्मीर में इस प्रकार के स्थितियों को उत्पन्न कराने का काम समय समय पर पाकिस्तान और आईएसआई आतंकवादियों के माध्यम से करते रही है। अभी उसकी जांच चल रही है, मगर अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के कहने पर जो बयान दिया गया है, यह जो बयान आम आदमी पार्टी का है, यह देश को तोड़ने वाला है, संवेदनहीन बयान है, निंदनीय बयान है और यह हाइट ऑफ फ्रस्ट्रेशन है। ये इंडी गठबंधन का हाइट ऑफ फ्रस्ट्रेशन है। आज आप देखिए सभी ये इंडी गठबंधन वाले, ये राहुल गांधी, अरविंद केजरीवाल, ममता बनर्जी, ये सारे एक हो गए हैं। जब एक होना होता है चुनाव लड़ने के लिए तब ये एक नहीं होते हैं, अलग अलग लड़ते रहते हैं, मगर हार के बाद सब एक हो गए हैं। राहुल गांधी ने आज ट्वीट किया है कि ये तो वोट की चोरी तो होती ही थी, सीटों की चोरी तो होती थी, पूरी सरकार की चोरी हो गई। अरे ये सरकार है या ये आपके जीजा जी के वो लैंड पार्सल से जो चोरी हो जाती है? चोर को हर कोई चोर दिखता है, जो चोरी करता है ना उसको हर कोई चोर दिखता है। राहुल गांधी जी कह रहे हैं कि हरियाणा में घुसपैठियों की सरकार है। मैं तो हरियाणा वालों से आज पूछ रहा हूं, तमाम मीडिया के चैनल यहां मौजूद है, तगड़ा जवाब दीजिए इस राहुल गांधी को। जनता जनार्दन ने वोट दिया है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार है और जनता द्वारा चुने हुए विधायक, जनता द्वारा चुने गए मुख्यमंत्री वहां स्थापित है, उनको घुसपैठिए कहना ये कहां तक सही है? रोहिंग्या और बांग्लादेशियों के साथ खड़ा होना और चुने हुए सरकार को घुसपैठिए कहना। राहुल जी कान खोल के एक बात आप सुन लीजिए और जान लीजिए, जब चुनाव चलता है छुट्टी मनाने आप अंडमान निकोबार जाते हैं, चाइना के कहने पर वहां जाके चाइना के लिए प्रोपागेंडा करते हैं और बाद में गॉगल्स और टोपी लगा करके बीच चुनाव में नतीजे जब आने वाले होते हैं, स्ट्रेटेजी भारत में नहीं करते हैं, ओमान चले जाते हैं, तो आपको क्या लगता है आपको सीटें मिलेंगी? कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला है। राहुल गांधी, यू आर एन अनफिट लीडर, आप अनफिट लीडर हैं और आपके अनफिटनेस के कारण, आपके इस गुण के कारण, अवगुण के कारण आपकी पूरी पार्टी आज भुगत रही है, वो टूट रही है। और मैं आज यहां भारतीय जनता पार्टी के इस उच्च स्थान से एक बात बिल्कुल प्रेडिक्ट कर रहा हूं, ये भविष्यवाणी है, इंतजार करिए, कुछ ही हफ्तों के अंदर इंडी गठबंधन तहस नहस हो रही है। बिल्कुल सूत्रों के हवाले से खबर है, इंडी गठबंधन टूटने वाली है। देयर इज नो अदर वे आउट, द सो कॉल्ड इंडी अलायंस इज एट द वर्ज ऑफ ब्रेकिंग डाउन। और हम ऐसे ही नहीं कह रहे हैं, पूरी जानकारी लेकर कह रहे हैं कि इंडी गठबंधन आने वाले कुछ हफ्तों के अंदर पूरी तरह से तहस नहस होगी और इसका ठीकरा राहुल गांधी के सर पे फूटने वाला है। वो जब फूटने वाला होगा तो वो फॉरेन में ही होंगे, चिंता का विषय नहीं है उनके लिए। किस प्रकार की अराजकता का माहौल बनाने की कोशिश की जा रही है आप देखिए। ममता बनर्जी कल कह रही है कि मैं रिजाइन नहीं करूंगी। कमाल है, इस प्रकार की जिद ये कभी भारत के लोकतंत्र में हुआ है क्या? 75 वर्ष के लोकतांत्रिक शासन में भारत के लोकतंत्र की सुंदरता रही है ये कि जो पावर का हस्तांतरण होता है, व्हेनेवर देयर इज शिफ्ट ऑफ पावर, चाहे वो प्रधानमंत्री का हो चाहे वो मुख्यमंत्री का हो, कभी भी उसमें आनाकानी नहीं होती है। स्टालिन साहब ने भी परसों इस्तीफा दिया, कल दिया इस्तीफा, पिनराई विजयन साहब ने परसों इस्तीफा दे दिया था नतीजे आते आते, मगर ममता बनर्जी है कि कुर्सी मैं नहीं छोड़ूंगी, मैं उसी के साथ बैठी रहूंगी। यह भारतीय जनता पार्टी और किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का अपमान नहीं है, यह लोकतंत्र का अपमान है, यह भारत के संविधान का अपमान है। और आज जो भगवंत मान ने कहा है अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के कहने के पश्चात कि ये बम ब्लास्ट में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की हाथ है, और आईएसआई और पाकिस्तान के बचाव में जो अरविंद केजरीवाल खड़े हुए हैं, इसका भी जवाब भारत की जनता और पंजाब की जनता अरविंद केजरीवाल को जरूर देगी। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। कोई प्रश्न हो तो अवश्य पूछिए।
सर, ऐसा क्या है कि नैरेटिव सेट किया जा रहा है पंजाब में, पहले भी होता है लेकिन ज्यादा किया जा रहा है, ऐसे एक अटेम्प्ट शो किया जा रहा है कि पंजाब भी स्टेबल है तो हम क्रश कर देंगे, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है पंजाब में एनडीए में।
बिल्कुल स्वाभाविक है, डीजीपी साहब ने एक संतुलित बयान दिया है।
Sambit Patra, who has now taken on to not just the Aam Aadmi Party, the TMC, but the Indie bloc as a whole. He goes on to say that Chief Minister Man's allegations against the BJP being behind the twin blast in Punjab has been directed by Arvind Kejriwal. In fact, viewers, these are the visuals. We've cut across to Tamil Nadu. These are the visuals of the TVK troupe reaching the Lok Bhavan amid heavy security. Remember, there was a hung assembly after the numbers were counted on the 4th of May, and after that, the TVK has chosen the Congress to form an alliance and come to power. Remember, the TVK won 108 seats in the 234-member Tamil Nadu Assembly, where they needed 118 to form the government. They wrote to the Lok Bhavan yesterday expressing confidence and asking for a chance to form the government based on the people's majority mandate. And in fact, today morning, they joined hands with the Congress that dumped the DMK. In fact, a long-standing alliance between the DMK and the Congress party has now officially ended in 2026, and Congress has joined hands with TVK. Now, while the DMK goes on to call the Congress party backstabbers and power-hungry politicians, the Congress justifies its position by saying that they're only helping the TVK to fulfill the people's mandate. In fact, Sharda continues live, joining me live from Anasalai. Sharda, speak to us about the details of what's unfolding. The Lok Bhavan, we're looking at the visuals of the TVK now reaching the Lok Bhavan. What can be expected, Sharda?
Well, the TVK leader Vijay has arrived at the Lok Bhavan, where he's going to meet the governor at 3:30. He's got the permission to meet the governor at 3:30. Appointment is Mr. Vishwanath Arlekar is at 3:30. Vijay is going to be giving him the letter of him taking over as the Chief Minister of the state. He's already sent a letter yesterday where he sought the permission to form the government with 108 as a majority. Now today he will also be explaining that with 5 from the Congress which had come in, he'll also be informing the governor of the floor test that will be taken at the state assembly, because he's already sought the support of the left parties, the VCK, the Communists and the Marxists, following which now he'll say that he'll be forming the government. Vijay is also to take oath as a Chief Minister tomorrow, and the location has been decided. So he's going to invite Governor Arlekar to the location where he'll be taking oath as a Chief Minister. The time for the same is just pending. The decision for when Vijay would be taking oath as a Chief Minister will be announced by the Governor today evening.
You know, Sarda, right after this, we'll also look at TVK's party supremo, Vijay, going and meeting the governor of Tamil Nadu at 3:30 p.m. So that's also on the cards. In fact, right before this, we saw high-stakes visuals of the Congress party, in fact, making their alliance with TVK official, with party workers, in fact, greeting each other, party supremos meeting each other. And this has, of course, left the DMK in a shocking position. Not just that, the AIADMK is also reporting defective defections of MLAs who are going in to join the TVK. And of course, the party that's gained the most out of the bloodshed in the two principal parties of Tamil Nadu, the DMK and the AIADMK, is the TVK that has emerged as a kingmaker as per people's mandate in the 2026 Assembly polls. Sarda, speak to us about the details of what awaits Vijay at the Lok Bhavan. You know, yesterday he also wrote to the Lok Bhavan. He asked for a chance, explaining that Vijay and TVK should be allowed to form a party since people's mandate has asked for TVK to come to power. Sarda.
Well, yesterday Vijay was on a call with the governor, has also sent a letter to the Lok Bhavan office seeking permission to form the government. Today he is meeting the governor directly, and he'll also ask him as to when is the time that he can take oath as the Chief Minister of the state. This is also a respectfully meet for the governor, where the Chief Minister and the governor will have the first ever conversation, the first ever official conversation that they'll be having. Following this is when Vijay will also seek permission as to what time he can take oath as a Chief Minister. Though he has not proved majority, he is starting his Chief Ministerial role with a minority government. And when the floor test happens, he will prove the majority. He has already sought 2 weeks' time for proving the majority in the State Assembly. So now, at the Lok Bhavan, Vijay has already arrived. He will be meeting Vishwanath Arlekar, where he'll be talking about his plans of what he'll be doing tomorrow, when is the oath taking will be happen, who are the cabinet of ministers will also, the list will also be out soon, who are all the important leaders that along with Vijay will be taking oath, is what we are all looking for.
Right, Sarda. In fact, just to give our viewers a quick recap of what's happening, these are the live visuals that are coming in from the Lok Bhavan, from outside the Lok Bhavan in Chennai and Tamil Nadu, as TVK and along with all the party chiefs and also Vijay and party workers are making their way to the Lok Bhavan in Tamil Nadu. In fact, remember, there was a hung assembly on the 4th of May when the counting culminated. And after that, the TVK has now formed an alliance with the Congress party just this morning. And now the Congress party and the TVK are headed to the Lok Bhavan to form a government in Tamil Nadu. Remember, the Congress has dumped the DMK completely. And in fact, reports of defections from the AIADMK have also emerged of various MLAs now looking to join hands with the TVK, the kingmaker that fought elections for the first time and took the entire state by a storm. In fact, Vijay came out completely changing the established political order of Tamil Nadu for yesteryears, where DMK and the AIADMK were taking turns to come to power to form the chief ministerial cabinet in the state. And now TVK has disrupted that momentum and emerged as a kingmaker. Remember, TVK emerged out with about 108 seats and needed 118 to form the government. And in fact, pertaining to that, TVK chief Vijay also wrote to the Lok Bhavan just yesterday, expressing not just confidence but also seeking permission for the TVK to be given a chance to form the government after winning the majority seats. Remember, the DMK and the AIADMK in the assembly elections were trailing way behind. Sharda, speak to us about what can change for Tamil Nadu here on. You know, for so many years, Tamil Nadu has gotten used to seeing an exchange of power between the DMK and the AIADMK, the baton being handed from one party to another each election. But this time around, that has completely been disrupted by TVK. Not just that, another very shocking incident of the Congress party leaving its alliance with the DMK and now, you know, inching closer to form a government with the TVK. Of course, the talks were on before the counting began, but now it's become official, it's become concrete that that's happening. What is the change that Tamil Nadu is awaiting? Sarda.
Well, this is not the very first time in the history that a new party has come into power after DMK and AIADMK. It's a new party that is coming into place.
Looking for something new from the elected party, which is the TVK. So right now, as we
elected party, which is the TVK. So right now, as we speak, you are right outside the Lok Bhavan, where Vijay is right now speaking to the governor. He'll be meeting Vishwanath Arlekar and giving him the information as to what the party TVK is planning to do in the next 5 years as well. The information that we are getting from our sources is that he'll also be announcing what the conditions that he will be putting as a cabinet of ministers, and so much more will be discussed with now, as Vijay is right here in the Lok Bhavan. Tomorrow he is set to take oath as the Chief Minister of this state, where he'll also be informing about how the TVK party will be functioning. As you mentioned, this is the first time a new party is coming into place, which is not a Dravidian party, and the important reasons that we also know is only 108 seats have been taken over by the TVK party, and likely after the Congress support, there are more people from the left party, which includes the Communists, the Marxists and the VCK, are to join Vijay's party. We also saw the AIADMK leading on a discussion today where there might be also a small division of the factor forcing a party to take a decision where he also aligns with the TVK.
Right, Sarda. Now, viewers, TVK Chief Vijay will be submitting letters of support from MLAs to the governor, who is meeting right now inside the Lok Bhavan. He's in fact going to formally request an invitation from the governor to form the government after TVK emerged as the single largest party in the 2026 Tamil Nadu Assembly elections. In fact, he's all set to meet Governor Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar at the Lok Bhavan. In fact, with the swearing-in ceremony somewhere to be slated around in May. In fact, the meeting follows the historic 2026 election result, where TVK won 108 seats, short of the required 118 of a simple majority. That has now led to an alliance with the Congress party. Sharda, back to you. Talk to us about the details.
Well, tomorrow being the 7th May, which was the last day of MK Stalin's government to let go of him, he also resigned, and Vishwanath Arlekar already accepted Stalin's resignation. And now Vijay is inside the Lok Bhavan speaking to the governor about taking charge, taking oath as a Chief Minister tomorrow at the Lok Bhavan. As you can see behind me, how much the protection has been given for the Chief Minister-elect. Tomorrow he'll be taking charge as the Chief Minister of the state. It is expected to happen in the Nehru Indoor Stadium. It's the very first time a Chief Minister will be taking oath in the Nehru Indoor Stadium. And also the main question comes at a point where if there will be other leaders will also be invited, including the opposition leader MK's, the Edappadi Palaniswamy, the current opposition leader, and also
meeting after this short break.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ और
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। अब बताओ, स्वाद आया?
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
रानी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरी डे।
का जलजीरा जीरा सिप
जीरा सिप असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
MDH
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
Approximately 3:30 this afternoon, our plainclothes officers and agents that consistently patrol the outer perimeter of the White House complex identified a suspicious individual that appeared to have a firearm. They called in support from our marked uniformed Secret Service police to make contact with that individual. Upon making contact, that individual fled briefly on foot, withdrew a firearm, and fired in the direction of our agents and officers. They returned.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा,
सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट,
स्वाद बनाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है। स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और फरसान, अरे चमकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
यानी इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरी डे।
Approximately 3:30 this afternoon, our plainclothes officers and agents that consistently patrol the outer perimeter of the White House complex identified a suspicious individual that appeared to have a firearm. They called in support from our marked uniformed Secret Service police to make contact with that individual. Upon making contact, that individual fled briefly on foot, withdrew a firearm, and fired in the direction of our agents and officers. They returned fire and engaged. That individual was hit. He's since been transported to the hospital.
Live to the visuals coming in from the Lok Bhavan, the governor's house in Chennai, where the convoy of TVK chief Vijay, the would-be chief minister of Tamil Nadu, has arrived, and he's going to stake claim to form the government. This is after he met Congress leaders in the headquarters, and you can see his vehicle going inside the premises of Lok Bhavan. And tomorrow, of course, it's the countdown to the oath-taking ceremony, and it's going to be a historic one. We will see for the first time that non-Dravidian party, no AIADMK chief minister, no DMK chief minister will be taking oath. It's going to be TVK, the Talapati, the Jananayagan, that is Vijay, C. Joseph Vijay, who's going to take oath tomorrow. He's meeting Governor of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Arlekar. And in fact, Public TV has also accessed the visuals from inside the Lok Bhavan. We're just going to play them out shortly in a while from now. We have received the pictures of TVK chief with the governor of Tamil Nadu. And this is the penultimate move to take charge of Tamil Nadu. This is the latest update. Okay, we have those pictures on Republic TV. You can see that visual that has come in from the Lok Bhavan. This is TVK chief with the governor as the deal is sealed with the Congress, five Congress seats to seal the deal. The TVK Congress snapping ties with the DMK, extending support, conditional support to Vijay's TVK. And now you have the first pictures coming in from the Lok Bhavan, from inside the governor's house in Chennai. Arlekar with TVK chief Vijay, and he will be taking oath tomorrow. Visuals will play out that video also from inside the governor's house. And so the countdown has begun for Vijay to take charge of Tamil Nadu government. And here you have the visual of the governor, Tamil Nadu governor Arlekar with the TVK chief Vijay. Sharda joins us live on the broadcast from Sharda. Well, we now see the visuals from inside Arlekar, the governor, meeting TVK chief. Sharda, can you hear me? Okay, the first pictures coming in. Vijay entering the Lok Bhavan in Chennai, and you can see him with the letter for the governors taking claim to form the government, and you have him shaking hands with the governor of Tamil Nadu, and there you have that moment. The deal is sealed, and the new government with the new party at the helm will be formed in Tamil Nadu. It's going to be Vijay Sarkar in Tamil Nadu, and that's the moment his fans, his supporters, the voters have been waiting for as he gets set for that big ceremony, that mega ceremony for oath taking tomorrow. Sharda joins us from outside the Lok Bhavan. Sharda, over to you.
Well, Rakshita, right now Vijay is inside the Lok Bhavan meeting the governor. We saw the first visuals, the photos and the videos of him meeting the governor, along with his party general secretaries Sengote, Nirmal Kumar, Arun Raj, Adav Arjuna, and N. Anand with their party leader Vijay. Yesterday we saw Vijay being elected as the parliament leader and the chief ministerial candidate of the TVK today after Congress joined them with 5 more seats. with 113 of majority number of seats. Vijay is meeting the governor, and tomorrow he's set to take oath as the chief minister. The event will be taking place grandly at the Nehru Indoor Stadium at 11:30 a.m. where he'll be taking oath as the chief minister of the state. This is the first time a non-Dravidian party is coming to power and showing that the people of Tamil Nadu have chosen a different mandate for the very first time from the last 50 years. It's a history being rewritten. The last time it was happened was when MGR had formed his own AIADMK party and come to power, that a new person had taken over the chief minister place. The very first time that Vijay would be entering the assembly is not just as a new MLA but also as a chief minister, which is a huge news for Tamil Nadu's political. It will also be written in the history of Tamil Nadu political situations, which is very different from what has happened in the last 70 years since the independence. Because the very first time we saw an actor-turned politician was MGR, followed by Jayalalitha and then Karunanidhi. But however, it was not as successful as Vijay had been, because the last few years when Kamal Haasan had tried, he had abruptly failed. Is now joined with the DMK. So now TVK has got that opportunity with the new mandate. So tomorrow Vijay will be taking oath as a chief minister, with TVK being the leading party, Congress as the ally party. There's also cause given to the left parties that includes VCK, Thirumavalavan and Communist and Marxist. However, these three parties are set to take the decision tomorrow. Meanwhile, the AIADMK party General Secretary Edappadi Palaniswamy is also having conversation with his MLAs today in his residence to make sure that if they are going as a tertiary party or if they are going to be a party that is going to be supporting Vijay as an ally party. In that case, if the decision is made, the party will have to break from the NDA alliance and support Vijay as a separate AIADMK party, but not as an NDA alliance with the BJP. Because that is the one demand that the Congress has kept, that the no communal group or the no communal ally should be parting with Vijay as an ally, and that's the reason. So the AIADMK is yet to make a decision. Meanwhile, today morning there was also confusion in the AIADMK faction whether the party will split into two. There are high chances of it because 26 MLAs, according to our sources, do want to support the TVK, whereas the higher command is yet to make the decision whether the party is going to be supporting Vijay or not. So right now, we have Vijay meeting the governor, and he's been taking the final decisions on when he'll be taking the oath, which is tomorrow. He'll also be giving the list of the ministers who will be taking oath along with him. So tomorrow, it is going to be 113 MLAs who will be taking the oath. Though he needs 118 to form the majority of the government, he's going to go with 113 seats. And after announcing his government, he's going to take 2 weeks' time to do a floor test, after which he's going to show the majority support that he's been getting. So it could be an external support from other parties as well, which are allies of the AIADMK of the NDA, which includes the PMK and the AMMK, which is one in this particular elections. The number of seats with the AMMK is one, and PMK is 5. So though these parties are NDA, they might render external support to Vijay. So what we are waiting tomorrow is to see Vijay taking oath as the chief minister. Back to you, Rakshita.
Who all are we expecting tomorrow at the oath taking? Is Rahul Gandhi invited? Who are the invitees? What are you picking up on that front, Sharda?
Well, Vijay will be inviting Edappadi K. Palaniswamy, the AIADMK General Secretary, the former Chief Minister of the DMK, M.K. Stalin, the current opposition leader, Udayanidhi Stalin, will be present. He is also giving a call to the all regional political party leaders. That includes NTK leader Seeman, also VCK leader Thirumavalavan, the Marxist, the Communist Party leaders, and also Kamal Haasan of the MNM party is being invited tomorrow for the oath-taking ceremony. However, whether if Rahul Gandhi is being invited is still a question, because as of now, there is no information whether Rahul Gandhi will be arriving tomorrow in Chennai to see Vijay taking oath as the chief minister, but he's expected to come in the coming weeks, as today Congress has completely broken its relationship with the DMK and its as an alliance party, whether be it the state assembly elections, the legislative, the parliament elections, or even the local body. They have decided to be with the TVK going forward. So the DMK has been completely let go of its ally Congress. So tomorrow, whether Rahul Gandhi is going to be present is a question. Meanwhile, DMK is also making a decision whether in the parliament next monsoon session, will the DMK be supporting Congress or not is a decision that M.K. Stalin is left to take, Rakshita.
Absolutely. And what about the deal with the Congress? What's really happening? Because it's getting a lot of brickbats, of course, and naturally. But what is the deal with the Congress party? What is the composition as far as this government is concerned? What is going to be the Congress's role in terms of portfolios and the conditional support, as they call it?
Well, just to remind our viewers, Congress has been wanting to be with Vijay, the TVK party, for a very long time. So even when Vijay started his party, there was Praveen Chakravarti from the Congress. We were constantly in talks with Vijay and Rahul Gandhi. We saw Rahul Gandhi also met Vijay 3 times before his announcement in the elections for the 2026 in the state legislative assembly for Tamil Nadu. But however, Congress decided to go on an alliance with the DMK for certain other reasons, because there was parliament elections that had happened. They were in alliance with them. There was also conditions on power sharing at the time with the DMK. So Congress went on with that particular alliance. They did not join Vijay at the time because there was also sources from the party telling us that it was Sonia Gandhi's decision to go along with the DMK because it is a 20-year-long alliance relationship with the DMK and they would like to continue that and did not want a new party in place. Now, after knowing that the TVK has won the majority of seats and that there might be a doom for the DMK after following this, because it is TVK that's emerging in the state of Tamil Nadu as a new power. Congress and other parties are opting for Vijay's party. In that case, with the DMK falling down slowly, it is Congress which has decided that they'll be moving forward only with the TVK. So today in the letter, they've said that they'll be giving unconditional support to TVK leader Vijay, but also with one condition, that the no communal groups are coming in ally with them. So the question that comes right now is whether the Congress is going to be deciding as to the factor on what role they are taking, because Vijay had earlier said the information that he will be taking on the coalition party government, giving him enough power to become as the ministers in the ministerial positions. They'll also be given conditions. In these conditions, telling whether there is a authorial power sharing conditional is that there'd be ministers, and also the question right now that comes is what will Congress get from TVK, Rakshita?
Absolutely, that is the big question. It remains to be seen, of course. But right now, the man of the moment in Tamil Nadu remains Vijay, popularly known as Talapati, and he is going to be now the Chief Minister tomorrow. He's going to be taking the oath as the Chief Minister, and what a phenomena this has been in this election, as we do not see the AIADMK or the DMK even in the government, not even part of the government, forget being the Chief Minister. And yes, it has been a full full-blown script. It's absolute cinema, as they call it, what's happened in Tamil Nadu, isn't it, Sharda? And what are the preparations that have been made? Because we understand that the fans have been flooding the venues wherever Vijay goes, and even there was we saw what happened, the Stampede case as well ahead of the elections, the campaigning. But we expect that there might be a lot of people for that oath-taking. So what are the arrangements in Chennai like for their oath-taking ceremony, Sharda?
Well, as you can see, there's tight security beefed up all over the state of Tamil Nadu as well, wherever Vijay is traveling, especially tomorrow in Chennai, where in the Nehru Indoor Stadium, where he'll be taking oath as the Chief Minister. Complete check is going on from today morning. Preparations are very tight. Police is being very sure of who's coming in, and not even for the media. Restricted entries have been placed to make sure not everybody gets to enter, and that registered persons alone get inside. It's not open for all party leaders, just the leader, the party leader Vijay, along with the party general secretaries, and also the MLAs are going to be taking oaths tomorrow, the only ones allowed. It is not open for public. The security has been tightened everywhere. As we spoke just now, Vijay just left from Lok Bhavan after speaking to Governor Vishwanath Arlekar, informing about what is going to be happening tomorrow. And in just few minutes, as we speak, in the next few minutes, Governor is going to be announcing where Vijay, at what time will be Vijay taking oath as the Chief Minister. The question also comes if the Governor is accepting the 113 majority people that Vijay is going to be giving as the party who is going to be taking in charge of the state as a Chief Minister, and the allied party with the Congress, 113 MLAs, and whether they have the type to prove the majority later on, Rakshita. So now, as you mentioned in the Karur Stampede, wherever Vijay goes, there's a lot of crowds. So now, starting tomorrow, Vijay will be given the convoy, the Chief Minister convoy, where the security will be tightened. So not like earlier, but people cannot near Vijay as they did earlier. They cannot go near him. That the place cannot be crowded because the zero traffic policy will be followed for the Chief Minister. Even as the Chief Minister-elect now, Vijay has been given complete security and making sure that no traffic is being harmed near him, or no people are allowed to come near him. So going forward, it will be even a strict more precautions will be taken. Police have already announced that people who follow actor turned politician Vijay on his two-wheelers will be arrested and the vehicle will be confiscated. So these rules have become stricter for the police, and it's likely for the next 5 years, if Vijay is the chief minister, the maximum work is going to be done by the traffic police and the police to make sure that the crowd does not near Vijay as that mad crowd turns for the actor turned politician.
Absolutely. Well, that will be the moment that there's supporters, there's fans will be waiting for. And that is the latest visual we have to the right side of your screens, viewers. Vijay leaving the Lok Bhavan after he state claimed from the government, and he's handed over that letter of that support that he's received, and of course that he is ready to form the government, the new Sarkaram in Tamil Nadu. And this is the visual we have from inside, to the left side of your screen, to the inside the governor's house, the Raj Bhavan, and he met Governor Rajendra Arlekar. And to the right side, you see that he has just left from the Lok Bhavan, as my colleague Sharda has been showing you the live visuals from. So yes, it now all boils down to what happens tomorrow. Congress has given conditional support, but that, yes, they are in talks with the other smaller parties as well, so as to make the government, as to form that government. The stability of the government is of utmost importance right now. But yes, we continue to bring you more details from Tamil Nadu, viewers. Thank you so much for the moment, Sharda. We are going across to the other big stories coming in, viewers. The politics in Punjab is exploding. Raghav Chadha now claiming that Bhagwant Mann is backing the ISI. Raghav Chadha questioning Chief Minister of Punjab, Bhagwant Mann, saying that Bhagwant Mann is giving a clean chit to Pakistan's ISI. Now, what has happened, viewers, is that there's been a blast today in Punjab, in Amritsar and Jalandhar, and now Bhagwant Mann comes out and blames the BJP for that blast. Raghav Chadha, meanwhile, says that Bhagwant Mann is giving a clean chit to Pakistan's ISI. Listen in.
बीते कुछ घंटों में पंजाब में दो बहुत खतरनाक वारदातें हुई हैं, दो बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट हुए हैं, एक जलंधर में, एक अमृतसर में। हम इसे कंडेम करते हैं। स्थिति बहुत सेंसिटिव है, चिंताजनक है, और सीधे तौर पर ये बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट पंजाब की अमन और शांति से एक प्रकार का खिलवाड़ करने की कोशिश है। पंजाब के डीजीपी साहब ने मौका वारदात पर जाकर और फॉरेंसिक एक्सपर्ट्स से सारी जांच पड़ताल कर शुरुआती जांच में ये पाया कि इस वारदात के पीछे पाकिस्तान के आईएसआई का हाथ है। दूसरी ओर पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री ये बयान दे रहे हैं कि इस वारदात के पीछे पाकिस्तान के आईएसआई का हाथ नहीं है, बल्कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी का हाथ है। तो मैं सीधे तौर पर ये पूछना चाहता हूं कि पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री भगवंत मान साहब पाकिस्तान की आईएसआई को क्यों क्लीन चिट देना चाहते हैं, और क्या उनकी इतनी दुश्मनी भारतीय जनता पार्टी से और अपने पॉलिटिकल ओपोनेंट से हो गई है कि आज उस पॉलिटिकल ओपोनेंट पे दोषारोपण करने के लिए उन्हें पाकिस्तान के आईएसआई की गोद में जाकर बैठना पड़ रहा है। हम अक्सर देखते हैं कि आईएसआई जब भी किसी वारदात को अंजाम देती है तो उसके बाद उससे किनारा कर लेती है और कहती है ये तो फॉल्स फ्लैग ऑपरेशन है, हमारा कुछ लेना देना नहीं है। आज भगवंत मान साहब सीधे तौर पर आईएसआई का नैरेटिव को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं। जो बात आईएसआई कहती है वही मान साहब कह रहे हैं, तो ये बहुत खतरनाक है। मैं समझने का प्रयास कर रहा हूं कि क्यों भगवंत मान साहब, ऐसी कौन सी वो कंपल्शंस हैं जिसके चलते उन्हें इन आतंकवादियों को और इस आईएसआई को क्लीन चिट देने की इतनी जल्दी पड़ी है, और सीधे तौर पर वे अपने पॉलिटिकल ओपोनेंट को इसके लिए ब्लेम कर रहे हैं। ये बहुत चिंताजनक बयान है, इसे गंभीरता से लेना चाहिए और समझना चाहिए कि उनकी ऐसी क्या मजबूरियां हैं जिसके चलते वो इस प्रकार के बयान देने के लिए मजबूर हैं।
My colleague Goswami Singh joins us live on the broadcast from Amritsar. Goswami, tell us what have you gathered up until now as far as the blasts are concerned, and then we'll move on to the political angle.
Rakshita, first, we are right now reporting from the place where this incident has been reported, and I'll request Sarjeevan to directly move to the visuals, that the extent of damage that people will be able to understand. That 6 blocks have been damaged completely due to this loud explosion. It is a powerful explosion that has taken place. It is actually a steel sheets that have been placed over the walls of this outer cordon of the Indian Army's vital installation that is here on the Amritsar to Atari Wagah Road. And here what has happened, that after the impact of this explosion, these tin sheets, they have completely been damaged. Last 2 panels, if you speak, they have their bottom sheets damaged, while rest of the 4 blocks, there you will see that the sheets have completely been shattered. And on the sheets also you will see some of the marks of the splinters that are also there. One of the sheet that is actually flying in the air, that has visible marks of this splinters of this explosion. It is believed that this was an IED explosion, and also being said by the DGP Punjab that it is in all likelihood this was detonated using a remote. But how this has happened, let me tell you that we are just a couple of meters away from this road. This is the main road, because from this very point, the Punjab-Pakistan border, that is the Atari, is 13.7 kilometers. Somewhat is same is the difference. And from here, it is very likely that someone has planted it or has either detonated it. Now you will see that the security has been beefed up. Indian Army has also been deployed here so that there is no untoward incident. The DGP of the Punjab, Gaurav Yadav, has also visited this very spot. But the statement that has come, as you have rightly mentioned, that that statement has now brought in the political attention, wherein the Chief Minister said that it is the BJP behind this blast that has taken place. But now the extent of the damage that this blast has done, had there been a deployment of the security forces or any of the bunkers of the Indian Army there, the extent of the damage could have been multiplied by n number of times, because it was so powerful that entire 6 blocks of this sheet has completely been damaged here, Rakshita.
And the fact that there is a claim of responsibility from the Khalistan Liberation Army, so there's the Khalistan angle also that is coming in there. What are you picking up on that front?
See, if we speak of the Jalandhar blast that has taken place outside the Western Command of the BSF headquarters, that the responsibility has been taken by the Khalistani group, Khalistani Liberation Army. The Punjab police has also acknowledged that, and they have said that it is Pakistan that is behind this. They have said that it is the ISI that they suspect, and like we have been saying, that this is being done on the anniversary of Operation Sindoor only to instill a sense of fear. Because, but one thing that is very critical, that the way these coordinated strikes have happened over it was roughly 2 to 2.5 hours time. First, the blast has taken place in Jalandhar. It was around 8:15, and then at 10:55, the blast has taken place here in the Khasa area of Punjab, very close to almost outside the vital installation of the Indian Army. So this shows that this was a coordinated strikes that have taken place, but the perpetrators behind both these strikes, if they are similar or no, because the travel distance from Amritsar to Jalandhar is somewhere close to 1.5 hours distance. So whether the perpetrator is same, if same, the perpetrator is still not behind the bars, and that is going to be very critical, because if the perpetrator is out, they may try to carry out more and more such attacks also on the vital installations.
Right. Okay, we're getting a reaction from Ashok Mittal also. Let's take a listen to that.
Amid the intensifying political turmoil, not just in Punjab but also at the national level, when 7 of the Aam Aadmi Party Rajya Sabha MPs decided to merge with Bharatiya Janata Party, 2 separate incidents of blasts were reported in Punjab last night, where Amritsar and Jalandhar witnessed these shocking blasts. Now this becomes far more significant because a Khalistani activist group has now taken responsibility of these blasts. Now, this interview becomes also very important because joining me on the broadcast is senior Rajya Sabha parliamentarian Ashok Mittal, who is also speaking to media first time ever since he decided to merge with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Sir, because you come from Jalandhar, you have spent most of your life in Punjab, and you are a Rajya Sabha member from Punjab. Now, this is a big news, and this is also very concerning because a Khalistani activist group has taken responsibility of these blasts, and now NIA is set to investigate the matter. How do you see it, and how do you see what steps can be taken to ensure that such incidents won't take place ever again?
At the outset, I condemn this incident, and I feel every Indian should condemn any act of terrorism if happens at any part of the country. So as I. We should take all such incidents very, very seriously, should not ignore it. It may be beginning of some bad days to come, and Punjab has witnessed very, very bad days earlier. And I hope state government will take due care, and the government of India has already put NIA to investigate the matter and take all necessary steps. I hope both governments will work together to find a problem and the basis of this blast. Whosoever is responsible will be brought to books and will be given due punishment.
So this is a matter of concern also because Punjab is headed for elections next year. Do you think the Aam Party, which is the ruling government in the state, has failed to control such incidents, and this becomes a cause of concern because law and order situation is something we are talking about in regards to Punjab, and also the Khalistani influence, which we keep talking about on our broadcast and through other mediums on a regular day, on an everyday basis. How do you see it?
Any incident of terrorism is always a cause of concern. As I told earlier, that we all should take it seriously. And to the best of my feelings, Punjab government as well as central government, they are taking it seriously, and they will do proper investigation at the earliest and able to diagnose the problem from where it has come, whether it has come from Pakistan or some other sources. They will definitely find it out and give due punishment to all concerned.
Sir, also because you yourself are a Rajya Sabha member from Punjab, and since I said that you have spent most of your life in Jalandhar, how do you see it? It is definitely very concerning because we are talking about a terror plot that is linked here. But can this be rectified, if not by the government of Punjab, by the government of India maybe?
No, as I told earlier, that problem of terrorism is a big problem for every citizen of this country, every 140 crore citizens of this country. And these kind of problems are to be solved jointly by the state government and the central government. State government has some role to play, central government has some role to play. And I feel both governments will play their role very well and will not allow situation to deteriorate because we have seen the very bad days in Punjab earlier, and now Punjab is peaceful and growing, and I hope both governments will take good care to solve this problem at the earliest so that nothing wrong happens in future.
Thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast, sir. Thank you for speaking to Republic. Now, this in fact was senior Rajya Sabha parliamentarian Ashok Mittal joining us on the broadcast. He's clearly condemning the blast incidents that took place in Amritsar and Jalandhar last night. He is saying that both the central and the state government should come together and bring the culprits to justice. This is Harsh Trivedi for Republic TV, joined by my video journalist Santosh behind the lens.
Short break. Stepping to a short break, but on the other side, we get you the latest from West Bengal, where Mamata Banerjee refuses to resign, gives way to refuses to give way to new government, but is the only option now left to solve this problem is to sack Mamata Banerjee.
ये टशन है, टशन का ये जशन है, राष्ट्रीय इलायची टशन का जशन।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला।
AU सेविंग्स अकाउंट में मिलते हैं अमेजिंग बेनिफिट्स, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग एंड हायर इंटरेस्ट, वो भी हर महीने।
मनी 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 एवरी मंथ।
सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
Headlines brought to you by Canara Bank. Together we can.
Congress snaps ties with DMK, extends support to Vijay's TVK, seeking a share in Tamil Nadu government. After Congress, sources now say that AIADMK is also planning to support Vijay's TVK to join the government. There's a constitutional crisis in Bengal as Mamata refuses to resign as the chief minister. So as Mamata refuses to resign and give way to new government in Bengal, is the only option left is to sack Mamata Banerjee. Massive post-poll violence in Shandesh Khali. Central forces attacked, five personal shot at during night patrol. Punjab on high alert after twin blasts in Amritsar and Jalandhar. Explosions outside BSF camp in Jalandhar. Shocking comment from Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann alleges BJP hand in the twin blasts. Owning the live universe, Republic is #1 on counting day across digital, streaming and social media. We start with breaking news coming in right now, viewers. Oil prices have crashed 8% within minutes on the reports coming in of US-Iran deal. Indian markets cheer likely peace in West Asia. So Indian markets cheer likely peace in West Asia. All right, so what we know is that Sensex climbs 1,200 points from a day's low. Nifty up 1.24%. Rupee strengthening at 94 rupees 64 paisa per dollar. That's the big breaking news we have right now. My colleague Pranav Kulkarni is joining us live on the broadcast from the business desk. Well, it's some good news coming in. Is Pranav there with us? Pranav is joining us live on the broadcast from the business desk. Pranav, Sensex climbing to 1,200 points, and we see that there is some good news coming in, is it? And how do we decode that?
Well, absolutely. In fact, oil yesterday, as Donald Trump said, that the Operation Freedom, that is blockade of ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz, has been passed. Oil, in fact, crashed about 2%. And as we speak, there has been an 8% dip in the prices of oil. Brent is trading at about $100. It was up at about $111 per barrel. And oil is currently trading at about 92. And the impact is seen across global markets. And that's how, in fact, Indian markets also climbed during the session. Sensex has climbed about 1,200 points, and Nifty is also up by about 1.24% during the day. So we're seeing some kind of positive movements on the street thanks to easing of tensions in the West Asian zone.
Absolutely. So we also see that the fact, as you mentioned, about the reports coming in of US-Iran deal has impacted the markets, and also there's some relief as far as the rupee strengthening is also concerned, because it has been hitting low for a long time all throughout this period of war.
Well, absolutely. In fact, earlier this week itself, a rupee had hit an all-time low. It was almost touching 96 rupees a dollar, about 95.4 against a dollar. But then now we're seeing some sort of recovery. And as of today, as we speak, rupee has in fact strengthened through the session. And that's primarily because of the recovery in or the dip in the prices of oil. As we speak, rupee is currently at about 94.4 against every dollar. So that's the strengthening that we're seeing, and that is primarily due to the recovery, or the recovery in the East Asia situation, which has resulted in dipping of oil prices.
Right. Many thanks, Pranav, for joining us with details coming in from the business desk, viewers. Now we shift our focus back to politics, viewers, and this is from Bengal. Dharmendra Pradhan of the BJP, the union minister, has taken aim at Mamata Banerjee, saying that democracy in Bengal is being held at gunpoint, and that the refusal to accept the electoral verdict lays this reality bare. Mandates are being treated less like the people's voice and more like suggestions open to rejection. Pradhan goes on to say that the Constitution of India does not recognize stubbornness as a virtue in governance. Accountability is not optional, and mandates are non-negotiable. That is what Dharmendra Pradhan has said, attacking Mamata Banerjee for refusing to step down as the chief minister. Listen in. Okay, we have a reaction from Giriraj Singh of the BJP. Also listen in.
केंद्रीय मंत्री गिरिराज सिंह हमारे साथ, उन्हीं से बात करेंगे और जानेंगे क्या कुछ कहेंगे। पश्चिम बंगाल में जिस तरीके से नतीजे जो सामने आए, ममता बनर्जी को जनता ने अस्वीकार कर दिया, लेकिन कह रही कुर्सी नहीं छोड़ूंगी।
अगर कोई दिमागी दिवालियेपन हो जाए तो उसको कानून उसका इलाज करेगी। ये जब बनी थी सीपीएम को हटा करके, तो बिना जीते हुए बन गई थी। अब बिना गवर्नर के वोट दिलाए हुए। भारत के संविधान में यही तो खासियत है, कोई ममता बनर्जी की भाषा बोले तो गवर्नर के पास शक्तियां दी गई है, धाराएं है, उस धारा के तहत वो अपदस्थ हो जाएंगी। उनको यही लिखा हुआ है और बेइज्जती सहने का। बंगाल का बच्चा बच्चा हंस रहा है। ये सब दिन 15 साल रह करके भी ये कभी विकास की बात नहीं की, कभी संविधान की बात नहीं की, अन्य संविधान मानी। लगा कि कोई अपोजिशन का मुख्यमंत्री सड़क पर चल रहा है। अरे काहे को तुम सड़क पे चल रही हो? बलात्कार आप करवा रही हो, संरक्षण आप दे रही हो, लूट आप करवा रही हो, कटमनी आप ले रही हो। उस राज्य का इससे बड़ा दुर्भाग्य क्या होगा? लाश जलाने जाए तो लकड़ी वाला कटमनी ले, आधा 25% इधर जाए, 75% इनके। ऐसा कहीं राज्य हुआ है? लोग तबाह थे। घर बनाना हो तो कटमनी, ना वो कटमनी की सरकार हो गई थी। लोग तबाह थे, थाना में कटमनी। तो जनता ने उब करके जैसे इनको दिया था सत्ता, वैसे ही बीजेपी को दिया है सत्ता।
लेकिन संवैधानिक पद पर बैठा व्यक्ति और अगर जनता ने अस्वीकार कर दिया तो ये कहना ठीक है कि मैं कुर्सी ही नहीं छोड़ूंगा?
तो वो कुर्सी लेके घर चली जाओ और चोरी का केस लग जाएगा। हटना तो हटेंगे ही, इनके कुर्सी पर बैठे रहने से ओथ नहीं लेगा। बीजेपी का मुख्यमंत्री ओथ लेगा, अगर सरकारी कुर्सी लेके जाएंगी तो उन पर चोरी का केस भी।
As the BJP registered a landslide victory in West Bengal, there is a high voltage drama unfolded in the region as the former CM Mamata Banerjee has refused to resign from her post. Now joining us, CPIM senior leader D. Raja on this matter. So Mamata Banerjee has refused to resign from her post even after losing the elections. So what do you want to say about that?
The point is, Mamata Banerjee has been raising certain questions with regard to the role of Election Commission, with regard to SIR that was undertaken in the state of West Bengal. She Mamata Banerjee has been raising certain questions with regard to the role of Election Commission, with regard to the role of Election Commission, with regard to SIR that was undertaken in the state of West Bengal. She refuses to accept her defeat. It is a political battle, and as leader of a political party, as former Chief Minister of Bengal, she has been conducting this political battle and campaign. But elections are over, results have been announced, there is a constitutional procedure. The old assembly has to end its tenure, new assembly will have to take over. So there is a constitutional procedure. How that procedure will is going to be, we will have to wait and see, because governor has a role. Governor has to invite the single largest party to form the new government, and obviously in this case governor will have to invite the other party, and as per results declared, she has been defeated. Now whether she resigns or not, it is her decision. It is a political battle, political campaign. But there is a constitutional procedure that is important. We will have to wait and see.
So we have on the constitutional crisis and the situation playing out in West Bengal, we have two very important voices joining us here on Republic TV, and I'd like to at this point welcome both Mr. Siddharth Luthra and also Justice Abhijit Gangopadhyay, two very, very senior people, learned people of the law, learned men of the law who know the law and how the constitutional crisis could play out. Let me first start with Justice Abhijit Gangopadhyay. He's also a member of the Lok Sabha. He's been a former judge, and he knows a thing or two about the constitutional crisis. He's the best placed perhaps to tell us, along with Mr. Luthra. Justice Gangopadhyay, first of all, with Mamata telling us that she will not resign, what are the options ahead? Sir, constitutionally, how is this going to play out, in your view, sir?
In my view, it is not a constitutional crisis. He is ousted, just ousted, by the governor. And the new CM will soon in, and it is not a crisis at all. Mamata Banerjee is playing like a junior girl, and
क्या यार आप लोगों का disaster है आपका यार.
And he has become a psychopath who does not want to believe that he has defeated. He has defeated.
Transition period, Mr. Luthra.
Yes, of course. So we must understand that any chief minister is at the pleasure of the governor. You have to have a majority in the assembly. The assembly term had to come to an end. The members of the new legislative assembly have been elected. They have yet to take oath. The fact of the matter is that as per convention, and this is a practice has been followed since the constitution came in 1950, losing chief minister would go, submit their resignation, or try and cobble up the numbers, and then say, look, I have a chance, I've got lesser numbers, but I've got some kind of a coalition, and the governor would take a call. In the meantime, you would continue as an interim government and holding the reins till a new government took over, which had the requisite majority. Now, in this situation, it is clear that the BJP has the majority, and it's a clear majority. There is no doubt about it. So the appropriate path would have been to offer your resignation. If you don't offer your resignation, the matter can go two ways. A, the term is coming to end. Consequently, the governor will declare presidential rule and then seek and get the new assembly elected in. Now, that's the long and short of it. I don't think it's a constitutional crisis, so to speak. It's a crisis of not following the conventions that have been followed since the constitution came into being. And that has to be dealt with at the governor's level. I really don't. I think too much is being made of it. The governor has to act, and the government has to act in accordance with the provisions of the law and the constitution, and that will set right the immediate crisis, if we can call it a crisis at all.
Yes. Justice Gangopadhyay, would you say the decision for her to say that she will not resign despite the mandate of the people, which is extremely clear, not just clear but overwhelming, would you call it, in bad taste? The comments made, she said it's a moral victory and that she would continue to stick on to her chair. How would you describe that, sir?
It's a childish behavior of Ms. Mamata Banerjee. She need not resign. She will be just ousted by the governor because her term is over and she has not been elected and she has been defeated. And not only that, his political party has also been defeated. And what he says, what she does not say is a matter which is very little importance, and the only thing is the governor is to take one harsh decision, that is ousting her or just giving one notification that she is ousted and new CM will soon in.
Sir, my colleague Ridhamanand Bhardwaj
was also present here. Good evening, sir. The big question that we're actually looking at trying to ask you here, in the interim, 7th May is the last day that the earlier Chief Minister of Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, can continue in office. doesn't the governor also have the option of having governor's rule, because the chief minister of West Bengal, as of now, the earlier chief minister, refuses to leave her position, which is no longer hers, Mr. Luthra?
You're absolutely right, Rhythm. I said that for president's rule or governor's rule, the governor's entitled to act swiftly and impose president's rules. There is no dispute at that at all. The fact is, when you lose the confidence of the people, if you are aggrieved, you have a remedy to go and challenge each individual election and say, all right, the elections were not appropriately done, or there was a defect in my operance forms, or there was a defect in the, and ask for a re-election or ask for the other person to be disqualified. But you can't resist the will of the people. You can't resist the consequence of the battle. And today, any individual, including the chief minister or any minister or any governor or any MLA or MP, takes an oath to uphold the constitution. Upholding the constitution and upholding the laws. Today, upholding the constitution is the graceful thing is to go, offer your resignation. If not, the governor should act. In fact, I'm surprised why the governor has not called her to respond. And then if she does not respond, it is open to the governor to take action as per the constitution, which is to either impose presidential rule or otherwise proceed on the 7th and say the term of the assembly is ended. Now we have to, there's a new assembly which is to come in, and then the presidential rule will come in on the 7th.
Mr. Luthra, before I come to Justice Gangopadhyay, another question. Several times we've seen Mamata Banerjee having issues, whether it's with the Election Commission of India or whether it's with other raids that had been conducted in West Bengal. We can understand having issues with the Election Commission of India or the ED. But this is a democratic mandate of the people. Like you're saying, that you're rightly saying that constitutionally the governor will have to tell her what to do. This refusal to accept the verdict, it also clearly is against constitutional morality, is it not, sir?
It's against the conventions which we have followed, conventions which came to us, which are the conventions followed in the British Parliament, which are absorbed into our constitutional governance. And you're right, it's a matter which is contrary to constitutional principles and morality. I think it is a matter of propriety and a matter of sustaining, and not only propriety, but sustaining and honoring the oath that you took when you were elected, both as an MLA and a chief minister.
Yes. What do you think could possibly be happening in the next few days if there is some sort of a drama and she refuses to leave her position, her earlier position?
I think the position will end on the 7th in any case. So at that point of time, as you rightly asked me earlier, it is time for the governor to act, whether today, to call upon her today, tomorrow, whenever, or on the 7th to act, impose presidential rule, and then go about swearing in the new government. The governor can always call the different leaders of different parties to say, who has the majority and how do I swear in the new government? You know, you can't, it's a situation of putting your head in the sand. You can't put your head in the sand and say, I can't see the lights. Refusal to resign is no different than putting your head in the sand. And I think the reality today is that you have lost, you have effectively lost. The other party, the BJP, has a clear, consistent majority. And the consequence is either to resign or step down, or to be removed by the acts of the governor.
I completely agree. And this is the bigger question that I'm going to ask Justice Gangopadhyay. She's challenged the voters list. She's saying the goons had kicked her in the belly. 100 seats were taken away. But Justice Gangopadhyay, people who aspire to be in constitutional office must also function within the constitution. What are you making of these acts that are being done by the earlier Chief Minister of West Bengal?
Look here, first it is not a constitution. It is a normal thing that a person may be mad, she is doing, and not that we are dancing to the tune of that. He is simply to be by the governor, and the next person should be allowed to take oath as CM for his ministry. Now, the question is, her term in any event will come to an end on 7th of May. After 7th of May, she cannot enter into the state secretariat. After 7th, she cannot take any step as Chief Minister of Bengal. So 7th is the last date, and if she does not sign, then the governor has to act.
Yes.
Governor, yes, there is some possibility of president's rule for some days, 2 or 3 days, but that is also not real. He is to be just ousted and said that you need not come to the state secretariat, whether you are alive to the fact or not that you have been defeated.
Okay. So that's also a question I'm going to ask you, Mr. Luthra. Sir, you've been in the Supreme Court several times in all these big constitutional matters. You're one of the most known lawyers in the country. How are you also viewing this constitutionally elected people and politicians when they have to resign? This kind of challenging of the election, saying there was wrongdoing on part, Mamata Banerjee is now saying, and she then goes on to say that we will not be regarding and resigning. There is a tendency to disregard the constitution among these earlier chosen elected representatives of the people, sir.
I think it's an unfortunate situation where incidents such as this seek to question the credibility of the constitutional institutions. And these are incidents which do not portend well for a mature democracy, for a democracy which has lived which has been successfully in existence for more than 75 years. These are examples, and there are others also, which today are creating challenges, though minor, to the governance that we deserve. And as a people, as citizens who are entitled, as voters, we are entitled to have the government of our choice. Today, voters have chosen a government of their choice. That word has to be honored and accepted by all. And the failure to honor is, to my mind, definitely, as you used to use your phrase, and the phrase which is now being used again and again, in breach of constitutional morality. It is, in fact, not only in breach of constitutional morality, it is, to my mind, one can even say, it is not the standards to which high constitutional functionaries are held to. It is not meeting that standard, far below that standard.
My last question, sir, to you. Absolutely, we need to have faith in the system. Do you think there's going to be a sacking that needs to be done of the current the earlier chief minister, or is it just assumed that on 7th, as it's her last day, the governor's rule can begin?
I think it's beyond because it is for the governor and for the president to make jointly. It can happen today if they feel that it is a breakdown of law and order, or it can happen after the 7th when the term of the assembly in any case has to come to an end. That term unextendable by any means.
Yes, I agree with what senior advocate in the Supreme Court, Mr. Siddharth Luthra, who does these cases, constitutional cases, and understands the law, has said, and also what Justice Gangopadhyay was talking about the constitution. It is time, viewers. The earlier Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, understands the mandate of the people. The people have spoken, and it's time to take a look at that. I thank you both for being with us today. Viewers, we're also going to now tell you the headlines at this hour.
Headlines brought to you by Canara Bank. Together we can.
Congress snaps ties with DMK, extends support to Vijay's TVK seeking share in Tamil Nadu government. After Congress sources now say AIADMK planning to support Vijay's TVK join the government. It's constitutional crisis in Bengal. Mamta refuses to resign as the earlier Bengal Chief Minister. As Mamta refuses to resign and give way to the new government in Bengal, the governor has the option to say that there will be governor's rule in Bengal. There's massive post-poll violence in Sandesh Kauli Centre. Central forces attacked, 5 personnel shot during night patrol. Punjab on high alert after twin blast explosion outside BSF campus in Jalandhar. Shocking comment from Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann. He alleges BJP responsible for the recent twin blast reported in Punjab. And it's fantastic news for our viewers owning the live universe. Republic #1 on counting day across digital, streaming and social media. Good evening, welcome to Republic. I am Ridhum. Our top focus, the NIA has reportedly detected a strong cross-border angle in the twin blast that rocked Amritsar and Jalandhar in Punjab. Sources indicate Pakistan's ISI is suspected of directing foreign-based handlers to orchestrate the attacks through local radical elements. The NIA team from Chandigarh are working closely with the Punjab police to investigate the incidents. According to sources, the timing of the attack, just days ahead of Operation Sindoor anniversary, is significant. They believe the perpetrators, the terrorists, aim to send a strong message that any installation can be targeted, thereby instilling fear among the general public. According to sources, the probe so far hints the blasts were executed by locally radicalized individuals who were being backed, funded, directed by ISI. I want to go across to my colleague Gursimran, who's joining us. But first, let me also go and take a reaction coming in from Ashok Mittal that's been done by my colleague Harsh.
At the outset, I condemn this incident, and I feel every Indian should condemn any act of terrorism if happens at any part of the country. So as I. We should take all such incidents very, very seriously, should not ignore it. It may be beginning of some bad days to come, and Punjab has witnessed very, very bad days earlier. And I hope state government will take due care, and the government of India has already put NIA to investigate the matter and take all necessary steps. I hope both governments will work together to find a problem and the basis of this blast. Whosoever is responsible will be brought to books and will be given due punishment.
So this is a matter of concern also because Punjab is headed for elections next year. Do you think the Aam Aadmi Party, which is the ruling government in the state, has failed to control such incidents? And this becomes a cause of concern because law and order situation is something we are talking about in regards to Punjab, and also the Khalistani influence, which we keep talking about on a broadcast and through other mediums on a regular day, on an everyday basis. How do you see it?
Any incident of terrorism is always a cause of concern. As I told earlier, that we all should take it seriously. And to the best of my feelings, Punjab government as well as central government, they are taking it seriously, and they will do proper investigation at the earliest and able to diagnose the problem from where it has come, whether it has come from Pakistan or some other sources. They will definitely find it out and give due punishment to all concerned.
Sir, also because you yourself are a Rajya Sabha member from Punjab, and since I said that you have spent most of your life in Jalandhar, how do you see it? It is definitely very concerning because we are talking about a terror plot that is linked here. But Can this be rectified? If not by the government of Punjab, by the government of India maybe?
नहीं देखिए, as I told earlier, that problem of terrorism is a big problem for every citizen of this country, every 140 crore citizens of this country, and these kind of problems are to be solved jointly by the state government and the central government. State government has some role to play, central government has some role to play, and I feel the both governments will play their role very well and will not allow situation to deteriorate, because we have seen the very bad days in Punjab earlier, and now Punjab is peaceful and growing, and I hope both governments will take good care to solve this problem at the earliest, so that nothing wrong happens in future.
I want to go across to my colleague from Amritsar joining us, Gursimran. Gursimran, the NI is investigating the matter. First-hand prima facie, they know that these radicalized locals were being supported by ISI. What details have you picked up?
See, Rhythm, early morning when we spoke to the officials from the National Investigating Agency, they said that there are several angles we are looking into it. Post that, the teams have been dispatched, and very soon we are told that the teams will be reaching Jalandhar as well as Amritsar. Now coming to the few angles that they have got at prima facie based on the investigation that they have already continuing. First was that it has been done, it is a handiwork of the Pakistani ISI, not directly but through the foreign handlers. Using the Khalistani radical elements, they have carried out this attack. Second is the use of highly powered explosive. Third is the anniversary of Operation Sindoor, that is tomorrow, and they want to send a message that they can strike any of the installation of the security forces. Fourth and foremost concern is the coordinated strikes that they have carried out, whether it has been carried out by a single person or two different entities were behind this attack. That is being now probed by the National Investigating Agency along with the Punjab Police. But the statements that have come so far, Punjab Police earlier this morning were indicated that they were very close to a major breakthrough in the Punjab blast case. But for now, they have not been able to arrest anyone, and that's why DGP Gaurav Yadav held a press conference. It was just that what has happened, he presented that only. Because in the past also we have seen that the Punjab Police has busted several modules, but blast after blast is happening in Punjab, and the opposition parties have also raised concern over the Bhagwant Mann government and also the Punjab Police, that why the police has failed to prevail and ensure law and order takes place. The situation of the law and order is concerning. That is what the principal opposition parties have also alleged. Now coming to the investigation, the impact of this explosion was a large one because it was heard somewhere close to a kilometer's distance. But the impact has to be seen whether it is an IED. Though the DGP has said that they suspect it to be an IED, but the kind of impact that I have seen on the ground, I suspect it to be IED. It could be anything else, but not IED, because that the way the IED impact takes place, that is entirely a different mechanism. This does not seem to be one. This is something that has been thrown towards that very wall. So what it is, that has to be seen, but Punjab Police for now claims that it was an IED, but it has to be seen how investigators carry on this investigation, because the impact of the IED is altogether a different mechanism, having seen it closely.
All right, Gursimran, thank you for giving us those details. Let's also go across to a reaction coming in from BJP's new leader, Raghav Chadha.
बीते कुछ घंटों में पंजाब में दो बहुत खतरनाक वारदातें हुई हैं, दो बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट हुए हैं, एक जलंधर में, एक अमृतसर में। हम इसे कंडेम करते हैं। स्थिति बहुत सेंसिटिव है, चिंताजनक है, और सीधे तौर पर ये बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट पंजाब की अमन और शांति से एक प्रकार का खिलवाड़ करने की कोशिश है। पंजाब के डीजीपी साहब ने मौका वारदात पर जाकर और फॉरेंसिक एक्सपर्ट्स से सारी जांच पड़ताल कर शुरुआती जांच में ये पाया कि इस वारदात के पीछे पाकिस्तान के आईएसआई का हाथ है। दूसरी ओर पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री ये बयान दे रहे हैं कि इस वारदात के पीछे पाकिस्तान के आईएसआई का हाथ नहीं है, बल्कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी का हाथ है। तो मैं सीधे तौर पर ये पूछना चाहता हूँ कि पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री भगवंत मान साहब पाकिस्तान की आईएसआई को क्यों क्लीन चिट देना चाहते हैं, और क्या उनकी इतनी दुश्मनी भारतीय जनता पार्टी से और अपने पॉलिटिकल ओपोनेंट से हो गई है कि आज उस पॉलिटिकल ओपोनेंट पे दोषारोपण करने के लिए उन्हें पाकिस्तान के आईएसआई की गोद में जाकर बैठना पड़ रहा है। हम अक्सर देखते हैं कि आईएसआई जब भी किसी वारदात को अंजाम देती है तो उसके बाद उससे किनारा कर लेती है और कहती है ये तो फॉल्स फ्लैग ऑपरेशन है, हमारा कुछ लेना देना नहीं है। आज भगवंत मान साहब सीधे तौर पर आईएसआई का नैरेटिव को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं। जो बात आईएसआई कहती है वही मान साहब कह रहे हैं। तो ये बहुत खतरनाक है। उसे मैं समझने का प्रयास कर रहा हूं कि क्यों भगवंत मान साहब, ऐसी कौन सी वो कंपल्शंस हैं जिसके चलते उन्हें इन आतंकवादियों को और इस आईएसआई को क्लीन चिट देने की इतनी जल्दी पड़ी है, और सीधे तौर पर वे अपने पॉलिटिकल ओपोनेंट को इसके लिए ब्लेम कर रहे हैं। ये बहुत चिंताजनक बयान है। इसे गंभीरता से लेना चाहिए और समझना चाहिए कि उनकी ऐसी क्या मजबूरियां हैं जिसके चलते वो इस प्रकार के बयान देने के लिए मजबूर हैं।
See, this is clear cut भारतीय जनता पार्टी मोडस ऑपरेंडी। ये इसी तरीके से ऑपरेट करते हैं किसी भी स्टेट के अंदर। जहां चुनाव के लिए जाते हैं ये, वहां पहले माहौल खराब करते हैं, दंगे फैलाते हैं, झगड़े कराते हैं और फिर उस पर अपनी राजनीति करने का प्रयास करते हैं। हम सिर्फ ये कहना चाहते हैं कि बीजेपी को अपनी इन हरकतों से बाज आना चाहिए। अपनी इन हरकतों को पंजाब में मत करो। पंजाब के लोग पहले ही बीजेपी से नफरत करते हैं, उस नफरत को बीजेपी और ज़्यादा बढ़ाए नहीं अपने प्रति। अभी से लेके चुनाव तक पंजाब में जो भी डिस्टर्बेंस होगी, जो भी घटनाएं होंगी, वो सारी बीजेपी का पूरा एक प्लान बना हुआ है, उस प्लान के अकॉर्डिंग होगा। ये रोकना बीजेपी की जिम्मेदारी है। इसलिए हम बीजेपी को ये वार्न करना चाहते हैं कि पंजाब को डिस्टर्ब करने की कोशिश नहीं करें।
Sir, the NIA spokesperson stated that there is an element of ISI being involved in these attacks. What are your comments on the same?
नहीं, हम तो प्रधानमंत्री जी ने अभी कहा था पीछे एक मूवी का हवाला देके कि ये विपक्षियों को हजम नहीं हो रहा। वो यही तो एंडोर्स कर रहे थे कि उधर आईएसआई में उनके एजेंट बैठे हैं, आईएसआई में उनके एसेट बैठे हैं, उधर जो आतंकी संगठन है उसमें एसेट हैं हमारे। तो वो एसेट का क्या इस्तेमाल कर रही है भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार, ये उनको बताना चाहिए। ये क्लियर कट उनको, भारतीय जनता पार्टी को ये क्लियर करना चाहिए कि बॉर्डर के अक्रॉस आ कैसे जाता है ये सब। उधर घुसपैठिए घुस रहे थे अमित शाह जी, उसको नहीं रोक पा रहे थे। इधर से ग्रेनेड और आईईडी का सामान जो है ये यहाँ तो नहीं बनता, ये तो विदेश से आता है। तो ये बाहर से कैसे आता है इंडिया में, ना इसको रोक पा रहे हैं। तो अमित शाह जी क्यों कुर्सी पे बोझ बने बैठे हैं? छोड़ दें उस कुर्सी को। ये सीधे सीधे अमित शाह जी का फेलियर है, ये सीधे सीधे भारतीय जनता पार्टी की जिम्मेदारी है। और अगर इस तरीके की घटनाएं पंजाब में बीजेपी एंडोर्स करती है, पंजाब में बढ़ावा देती है इस तरीके की घटनाओं का, तो उनको पंजाब के लोग सबक सिखाएंगे।
And coming up after a short break, we get you more details of the massive post-poll violence in Sandesh Koli. Certain forces have attacked, 5 personnel shot during the night.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच, लस्सी और छाछ और
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट, ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े। चमकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा, सबका राजा आरती और मसाला।
Approximately 3:30 this afternoon, our plainclothes officers and agents that consistently patrol the outer perimeter of the White House complex identified a suspicious individual that appeared to have a firearm. They called in support from our marked uniformed Secret Service police to make contact with that individual. Upon making contact, that individual fled briefly on foot, withdrew a firearm, and fired in the direction of our agents and officers. They returned fire and engaged. That individual was hit. He's since been transported to the hospital. I have no comments on his condition. I can tell you that at least one, we believe only one bystander was hit by the suspect. That individual is a juvenile, did not sustain any life-threatening injuries, but he's
AU करंट अकाउंट के साथ मिलता है फ्री UPI QR ओवरड्राफ्ट फैसिलिटी और एक ही ऐप से बैंक के सारे काम। AU
सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ 8 मिनट में तैयार। क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
And viewers, we have good news. Counting day on Republic Media Network. The numbers are in and they're staggering. 382 million views. That's the scale of viewership we commanded on counting day. At any given moment across the day, 1.1 million viewers were watching our network live concurrently. On YouTube alone, an average of 3,82,000 viewers stayed with us minute after minute. And across our social platforms, another 4,03,000 were watching in real time. By the end of the day, YouTube views had crossed 141.6 million. And consider the moment that mattered. The instant the ballot boxes exposed and opened up, 1.3 lakh viewers were watching live with us. When the Prime Minister rose to address the nation, 1,32,000 viewers stayed locked in live on this network. The verdict of the day belonged to the people. The verdict on viewership belongs to you. Thank you for making Republic your destination on counting day. I also want to go across to my colleagues Shavan Sen, Niranjan, also joining us. Niranjan, this is a big feat, staggering numbers like you said.
Well, I just want to tell you a couple of things. This was a special election for all of us, here at Republic Media Network. You will remember that Republic Bangla was launched in 2021, exactly 5 years ago. And when Republic Bangla was launched, the elections took place in Bengal. And in the last 5 years, we've been talking about how, especially in Bengal, our people were targeted. We've broken so many stories in Bengal, and Shawan himself has been, in the middle of so many of them, right from cattle smuggling, to cut money, to cut culture, to violence, Sandesh Kali, Murshidabad, and RG Kar. All of these are stories that we championed here at Republic TV. So today, this election day was special, Shawan, and we saw that even in Republic Bangla, the numbers are staggering. I want to pull out those numbers on Republic Bangla as well. But if you can tell our viewers about why this victory is special and why so many people watched Republic. Why do people watch Republic when it comes to elections, and especially Bengal, Shawan?
Hey, what a fantastic journey it has been for the entire network. And on the day of the counting, the reason why many tuned in, for a simple reason, the advantage that we had from our sister channel Republic Bangla, and they've been at the forefront. And as they say in Bengali, it was not about min channels that were operating in Bengal. They were head on, they were clear about where they stand, and they always say that they speak for the people of West Bengal. It wasn't about politics, it was purely about the fact that it is for the people of Bengal. What matters for them was what was shown in Republic Bangla. RG Kaur as well as Sandesh Khali, which was essentially seen a political curse for Trinamool Congress, are two very stories that you've had Republic Bangla being on the ground and essentially, reflecting that for the entire country to see what was really happening in Bengal. Today, many analysts say what really turned against Mamata Banerjee were these two political curse on them, RG Kaur and Sandesh Khali. On that counting day, what is even more fascinating was that over 70 counting centers, every counting center was basically manned by a Republic Bangla resource there. The numbers that were coming in, they were authentic in nature. And more importantly, this was not about faking anything. It wasn't about giving an edge without having substance in anything and everything that we were basically reporting.
Yeah. In fact, Shravan, I have to tell you that even when we sent our reporters to the BJP headquarters and they were reporting because the victory speech was about to happen, many people who were there walked up to our reporters and spoke about how Republic Bangla has endured what no other channel has. The number of FIRs that we faced as a network in Bengal alone. And let me tell you, as I pull out the numbers of Republic Bangla, I have the live numbers of Republic Bangla on that day. 170 million views on Republic Bangla alone. This is 170 million views on Republic Bangla alone on counting day. 170 million. That's 17 crore views across the network, and that's a huge number, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you that at any point of time, on Instagram, by the way, I have a breakup of that, 30.3 million views on Instagram, 57.5 million views on YouTube, 113.2 million views on Facebook, 170.7 million views overall. And Republic Bangla at any point of time was at least 5 to 10,000 above the Min channels. In fact, the Min channels, we are told, were in number 3, number 4 position. But Shravan, just take a look at this. I have this here, and you can take our viewers to the numbers. Republic Bangla was a choice. And the Republic Media Network together on that one particular day, 382 million views, which is a staggering number.
Well, in fact, all the channels were essentially decimated. And the reason being is that starting from, all the Min channels are there, none of them have actually had the average numbers that Republic Bangla had throughout. And we're not talking about a single period during the counting. It was through the day. Almost all time bands that you're essentially looking at people tuning in. And as I was pointing out, that this was happening because the kind of resources that Republic Bangla has had, the edge that they've had over others, and more importantly, it's the trust which really matters, because at the end of the day, who are the people who are watching you? They are watching you because they trust you. And that's the reason why all through the day, we saw several people joining in. And as you rightly pointed out, we've had scores of messages really coming in, thanking, because this was more like a people's movement that was essentially seen. And that's how it really worked.
So I'm handing it back to you, Rhythm, with just some of the headline numbers, especially for the network, because this is a very big day for us, big election. Overall numbers, 382.9 million total views for the network, 1.1 million average network views. So at any point of time, Rhythm, it's like this. You had 11 lakh people watching Republic Media Network at any point of time, 1.1 million concurrent viewers. So that was the number that we had on counting day. 380,000 average YouTube viewers, live viewers at any point of time. 403,000 average concurrent social media viewers. These were views live on YouTube, on Twitter or on Instagram or the other places where we were being streamed live.
Yes.
So these were some numbers. We wanted to thank our viewers and just get you the statistics, because I think they tell you a story. Back to you.
I completely agree with Niranjan and Shravan. This is a historic moment, and we all thank our viewers for the Republic domination. Thank you. Now, viewers, this is a top focus, but we're also going to tell you, coming up after a short break, we go to the issue of massive post-poll violence in Sandesh Khali, and we're seeing the central forces there have been attacked. 5 personnel shot during the night patrol.
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाए जीरा से MTH का जलजीरा जीरा से
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
MTH
करेक्ट। the taste of success.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मम्मा क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा सबका राजा आरती और मसाला।
Approximately 3:30 this afternoon, our plainclothes officers and agents that consistently patrol the outer perimeter of the White House complex
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी, एवरीडे।
हनी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी बार एकदम सॉलिड।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच, लस्सी और छाछ।
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। अब बताओ स्वाद आया? आया।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो, मिलाओ और खाओ।
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
Approximately 3:30 this afternoon, our plainclothes officers and agents that consistently patrol the outer perimeter of the White House complex identified a suspicious individual that appeared to have a firearm. They called in support from our marked uniformed Secret Service police to make contact with that individual. Upon making contact, that individual fled briefly on foot, withdrew a firearm, and fired in the direction of our agents and officers. They returned fire and engaged. That individual was hit. He's since been transported to.
Good evening. We begin with breaking news that's just coming in, and this time we're being told that Tamil Nadu governor is not satisfied with the numbers that the TVK and Vijay have got. It's being stated that there are more numbers that are needed by Vijay. The Tamil Nadu governor is not convinced that TVK has numbers for a majority government. They have the numbers to form the government, but final numbers are not there. They are 10 short to hit the majority mark of 118. Even with the Congress saying that they'll support them, with just 5 seats at 112, they are still short of 6 for the finishing line. And this is the news that's also coming in. Vijay's party emerged. Remember, viewers, is the single largest party after the assembly elections. They need 10 more seats to hit the majority mark of 118. They have the Congress saying they'll support them, but even with that, the actor turned politician and his party will need help as the Congress only won 5 seats in the recent election. There is no clarity yet on who apart from the Congress, including independents, would come on board to take part of TVK and Team Vijay. The VCK, which won 2 seats, is holding internal discussions on what to do. Remember, viewers, BJP, DMDK, AIADMK have a seat each. Congress has 5. DMK had 59 and AIADMK has 47 seats in the newly elected assembly elections. Let me go across to Sharda joining us on the phone line. Sharda, it's very, very clear that Vijay needs numbers. It's 118 MLAs that is needed. The governor is not satisfied because they were 10 short. The Congress, even if they pool in, has only 5 numbers, so they're still 6 short. What's really happening within the TVK?
Well, the point right now is Vijay having 108 seats of its own, plus Congress giving him 5, which comes up to 113 at the moment. However, with the governor while speaking, it's been referred to that there'll be only 111 members because one will be going for the speaker and one will also be Trichy's East constituency of Vijay, which there's a question about whether Vijay will not be taking up the Trichy's constituency and have another person who would be working, there'll be a by-election and another person from the TVK candidate be standing there. So in that case, it's only 111 on the whole. So Vijay needs 6 to 7 more seats to prove his majority in that case, whereas the VCK, the Communists and the Marxists are yet to decide their decision whether they're going to be going as an ally or an external party support. Meanwhile, while we need 118, 113 is already with Vijay, out of which 111 will be present for the floor test. So now what the governor requires is a letter from these from Vijay and the TVK party is that these parties would be supporting the VCK, the Communists and the Marxist Communists would be supporting Vijay, which has already been given to him. So on the day of floor test, it is required for these parties to be supporting Vijay. And there's also another scenario where today the AIADMK leaders, there's a 2 faction now in the AIADMK leaders where one faction wanting to support TVK. So in that case, there is a possibility of 2/3 of the majority from the AIADMK supporting Vijay from the external fold, giving him the required majority. Meanwhile, the day of the oath taking for the actor and politician, Vijay is still kept in the day. It's not fixed to be tomorrow as of the moment. While they have asked for it to be tomorrow, the governor is yet to give the final word, and that would happen after the VCK, the Communists and the Marxists, which is having a meeting underway right now. There is PMK, there is AMMK, which is also discussing on the same, and right now there is also AIADMK talking about the alliance opportunities with TVK, if they are going or not going. So following that, the governor gets to decide on what date.
I will come back to you for more details, but viewers, the breaking news that's also coming in, the AIADMK TVK lines are open. The Congress getting desperate. The AIADMK sources are saying the TVK has not responded to the Congress yet. TVK is silent on Congress offer of support. AIADMK sources are saying the Congress is getting desperate and they've jumped the gun. The AIADMK is on the negotiating table with TVK. The lines are open even now, and the final AIADMK decision shall be this evening. It's also being said if 32 MLAs defect, the anti-defection law does not apply. This is the big news that's coming in. Sharda, if I can come back to you, it's very clear that TVK actor turned politician Vijay has won in Tamil Nadu, but this is also getting clear that he will be needing support for those 10 seats, and that's where the Congress has immediately said they are ready to support. But the bigger news that's coming in, the AIADMK is saying the Congress is getting desperate, they're in talks, and they're going to give out a final decision by this evening, Sharda.
Well, the AIADMK MLA meeting is underway at the house of Edapadi K. Palaniswamy in Chennai. The decision of the MLAs will be made if they are going to be an external support factor for the TVK or whether if they are going to be an ally party. So in this case, there will be 46 MLAs from the AIADMK. The number of seats won by the AIADMK is 46 out of the 53. The rest are the ally parties. So the 46 giving external support, or it will also be an ally information. As you already mentioned, TVK and the AIADMK ally is still open because after Congress, they still need more seats. Meanwhile, it's not just the left parties. They require AIADMK supports in the long run. Even if there's a majority, the floor test is done, there's 118 seats. In the long run, with the DMK as the opposition, Vijay's party in the future will require even more numbers to pass on the state bills, the legislature bills, which require
on the state bills, the legislature bills, which require a number that evens out more than what the DMK has. Because there is a situation in the future where if the no confidence motion is raised, there are possibilities that the Vijay's TVK in the future, if not with equal majority, might resolve at that moment. So in that case, it is safer option for the TVK party to have the AIADMK with huge number, which is 46 in their alliance as well. Meanwhile, we also know that the PMK, which with 5 seats, are also in discussions. There is AMMK 1 seat of the TTV within a current party, which can also consider. It's only the condition of the Congress that the communal party and their direct enemy, it is BJP, according to them, would not be allowed to join the alliance of the TVK, which is the NDA going hand in hand with the TVK. So as of now, the Congress has officially joined the alliance of the TVK and completely let go of the DMK alliance. In that state, it is now open for the AIADMK and to be initially split with the NDA before joining on alliance with the TVK.
All right. Thank you, Sharda, for giving us an update. It's a roadblock for TVK, but they'll have to know by this evening how they're going to proceed. Thank you for giving us those details. Viewers, there's more news that's coming in, and this time from West Bengal. The first BJP meeting is being held in Nabana. Shomik Bhattacharya posted a video saying a meeting was held at Nabana with the administration where discussions have taken place on various matters of the state. Remember, viewers, earlier the Union Home Minister Amit Shah was scheduled to visit West Bengal as part of the party's ongoing political engagements following the party's historical win in the state. But now we're being told senior Bharatiya Janata Party leaders, including Shomik Bhattacharya, National General Secretary Sunil Bansal, arrived at Nabana. They held a meeting, a crucial meeting right now, keeping in touch with what's taking place. Let's go across to some reactions coming in. Before that, let's also go across to Kishle, who's joining us on the phone line. Kishle, give us details of the first BJP meeting in Nabana. All right, we'll just go to reactions and we'll be back with Kishle.
केंद्रीय मंत्री गिरिराज सिंह हमारे साथ, उन्हीं से बात करेंगे और जानेंगे क्या कुछ कहेंगे। पश्चिम बंगाल में जिस तरीके से नतीजे जो सामने आए, ममता बनर्जी को जनता ने अस्वीकार कर दिया, लेकिन कह रही कुर्सी नहीं छोड़ूंगी।
अगर कोई दिमागी दिवालियेपन हो जाए तो उसको कानून उसका इलाज करेगी। ये जब बनी थी सीपीएम को हटा करके तो बिना जीते हुए बन गई थी। अब बिना गवर्नर के वोट दिलाए हुए। भारत के संविधान में यही तो खासियत है, कोई ममता बनर्जी की भाषा बोले तो गवर्नर के पास शक्तियां दी गई है, धाराएं है, उस धारा के तहत वो अपदस्थ हो जाएंगी। उनको यही लिखा हुआ है और बेइज्जती सहने का। बंगाल का बच्चा बच्चा हंस रहा है। ये सब दिन 15 साल रह करके भी ये कभी विकास की बात नहीं की, कभी संविधान की बात नहीं की, अन्य संविधान मानी। लगा कि कोई अपोजिशन का मुख्यमंत्री सड़क पर चल रहा है। अरे काहे को तुम सड़क पे चल रही हो? बलात्कार आप करवा रही हो, संरक्षण आप दे रही हो, लूट आप करवा रही हो, कटमनी आप ले रही हो। उस राज्य का इससे बड़ा दुर्भाग्य क्या होगा? लाश जलाने जाए तो लकड़ी वाला कटमनी ले, आधा 25% इधर जाए, 75% इनके। ऐसा कहीं राज्य हुआ है? लोग तबाह थे। घर बनाना हो तो कटमनी, ना वो कटमनी की सरकार हो गई थी। लोग तबाह थे, थाना में कटमनी। तो जनता ने उब करके जैसे इनको दिया था सत्ता, वैसे ही बीजेपी को दिया है सत्ता।
लेकिन संवैधानिक पद पर बैठा व्यक्ति और अगर जनता ने अस्वीकार कर दिया तो ये कहना ठीक है कि मैं कुर्सी ही नहीं छोड़ूंगा?
तो वो कुर्सी लेके घर चली जाऊं और चोरी का केस लग जाएगा। हटना तो हटेंगे ही। इनके कुर्सी पर बैठे रहने से ओथ नहीं लेगा, बीजेपी का मुख्यमंत्री ओथ लेगा, अगर सरकारी कुर्सी लेके जाएंगे तो उन पर चोरी का केस भी।
As the BJP registered a landslide victory in West Bengal, there is a high voltage drama unfolded in the region as the former CM Mamata Banerjee has refused to resign from her post. Now joining us, CPIM senior leader D. Raja on this matter. So Mamata Banerjee has refused to resign from her post even after losing the elections. So what do you want to say about that?
The point is, Mamata Banerjee has been raising certain questions with regard to the role of Election Commission, with regard to SIR that was undertaken in the state of West Bengal. She refuses to accept her defeat. It is a political battle. And as leader of a political party, as former Chief Minister of Bengal, she has been conducting this political battle and campaign. But elections are over, results have been announced. There is a constitutional procedure. The old assembly has to end its tenure. New assembly will have to take over. So there is a constitutional procedure. How that procedure will is going to be, we will have to wait and see, because governor has a role. Governor has to invite the single largest party to form the new government, and obviously in this case governor will have to invite the other party, and as per results declared, she has been defeated. Now whether she resigns or not, it is her decision. It is a political battle, political campaign. But there is a constitutional procedure that is important. We will have to wait and see.
And viewers, political tensions continue to escalate in West Bengal after fresh clashes have erupted in Bhangore between workers of the TMC and the Indian Secular Front. Houses have allegedly belonging to the TMC leaders Moila and also Alauddin Moila have been vandalized during the violence, triggering heavy unrest in the area. Police forces have been deployed. Both sides accuse each other of carrying attacks.
Fresh violence broke out in Bengal as clashes erupted between supporters of the Trinamool Congress and the Indian Secular Front. During the violence, houses allegedly belonging to the TMC leaders Saddam Mollah and Alauddin Mollah were vandalized by suspected ISF supporters. CCTV footage from the area reflects unrest and chaos in the locality. The visuals suggest heightened tension in the area following the alleged vandalism incident. Individuals carrying rods and bats were seen allegedly vandalizing property during the violence. The incident has once again highlighted the growing political confrontation between the TMC and ISF in parts of South Bengal. Both parties have traded allegations over the violence, with each side accusing the other of provocation and attacks. The violence comes amid continued political unrest and repeated incidents of clashes across several parts of West Bengal following the elections.
Breaking news that's just coming in, and I'm going to break this. SP Velumani is there in talks with EPS. Once again met someone at his office. CV Shanmugam also at his office and at EPS residence with Vijay Bhaskar. We are being told the talks are going on between the party general secretary and the rebel factor of AIADMK to draw sense into this. And to get you the breaking news, we're now being told the big scoop: anti-EPS faction pushing for ties with Vijay. Massive lobbying is on in AIADMK for TVK tie-up, and we're also being told that talks on the rebel faction of AIADMK to join hands with Vijay. Let me quickly go across to my colleague Sharda, who's getting us that breaking news input. Sharda, give us details.
Well, today we saw early in the morning, first thing, C.V. Shanmugam, the rebel factor of the AIADMK, who wanted to support TVK according to our sources. Later, we had SP Velumani, the second in command of the party, who was also the trusted aide of EPS, meeting him at the party office at MRC Nagar. Following that, he also came back here, met at Edappadi Palaniswamy, where the talks with other MLAs also went on. Sources from the party say 26 MLAs of the 46 are willing to go join hands with the TVK, but that will happen only if they break the alliance with the NDA, which also has BJP in it. In that case, Vijay will not agree for the AIADMK to come as the NDA because he pointed out that the BJP is their ideological enemy. In that case, AIADMK has to break its alliance as the NDA and then go as all 46 MLAs and join TVK as an ally party and support them. Otherwise, if there is a two-third factor from the rebel factor of the AIADMK, they can split the party and then go back. Now today, meanwhile, SP Velumani, after meeting at Edappadi Palaniswamy, once again met C.V. Shanmugam late in the afternoon with the former Minister Vijay Bhaskar. So the talks between the two factors of the AIADMK still continue to make sure that the party is not being split into two, but a final decision is made which is applicable for both the factors, whether it's the one that is supporting the TVK or which is the one we want to run as a tertiary party under the NDA alliance. So the talks, the final decision will be made by Party General Secretary Edappadi Palaniswamy. As the talks are still underway, it's still in the hands of the AIADMK. Meanwhile, Vijay has not given an open welcome to the AIADMK, though talks are going on the phone calls between the TVK factor and the AIADMK factors in the party, and also with Edappadi Palaniswamy, where a call had been made from the TVK side. Officially, the party has not decided to go on an alliance, so it is only by tonight after the MLAs meeting in the AIADMK camp office, we will get to know if the AIADMK is going to be supporting the TVK or if the party is going to see a place when it's going a time where it's going to be split into two, where the two-third factor of the party going to go and support Vijay's TVK.
All right, thank you, Sharda, for giving us those details and that scoop on Republic TV. The anti-EPS faction is now pushing for ties with Vijay. Viewers, the other top focus now, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has officially declared Operation Epic Fury, the major U.S. military campaign against Iran, is over. He states the U.S. has achieved its key objectives. It's now moving into a new defensive phase focused on securing the Strait of Hormuz. This time, they call it Project Freedom.
Operation Epic Fury is concluded. We achieved the objectives of that operation. What the president would prefer is a deal. He would prefer to sit down, work out a memorandum of understanding for future negotiations that touches on all the key topics that have to be addressed, a full opening of the strait so the world can get back to normal. The War Powers Act is unconstitutional, 100%. Now, this is not the position of me, not the position of the President of the United States now.
The fighting were to resume, because you've said that Operation Epic Fury is over. The president also said that the U.S. would bomb them off the face of the earth if they tried to go after U.S. ships. So if the fighting resumes, are you saying that it would resume under Project Freedom? And I ask, as it relates to the War Powers Act.
Yeah, look, the Operation Epic Fury is concluded. We achieved the objectives of that operation. I'm not going to, we're not cheering for an additional situation to occur. We would prefer the path of peace. What the president would prefer is a deal. He would prefer to sit down, work out a memorandum of understanding for future negotiations that touches on all the key topics that have to be addressed, a full opening of the strait so the world can get back to normal. And he preferred that be negotiated through the route that Steve and Jared have been working and that all of us have been supporting. That's the route he prefers. That is so far not the route that Iran has chosen. And so the result has been that the United States has to do something about the fact that we're the only nation on earth that can do anything to open up a lane within the Straits of Hormuz to get product and to rescue these people that are trapped in there. And that's what we're undergoing now. The War Powers Act is unconstitutional, 100%. Now, this is not the position of me, not the position of the President of the United States now. This is the position of every single president that has occupied this position since the day that law passed. It's completely unconstitutional. Now, we comply with it in terms of notification because we want to preserve good relations with Congress, right? And we do that. But even as a senator, I would say that the War Powers Act is 100% unconstitutional. And look, I know some of you, whatever you want to say, but this is not this president's position. That has been the position of every single presidential administration since the day that law passes. An infringement on the president's constitutional powers. We don't acknowledge the law as constitutional. Nonetheless, we comply with elements of it for purposes of maintaining, good relations with Congress. And we want them to be involved and we want them to be informed. I have gone on Capitol Hill, 4 times this year for all senators and all House members and Intel Committee and Gang of 8. We want them to be involved in this. But I want to be clear on the point of the War Powers Act. It's unconstitutional.
Under what circumstances would you restart military strikes on targets?
Well, I don't want to say that. I mean, I can't tell that to a reporter. If they misbehave, if they do something bad, but right now, we'll see. But, it's a possibility that could happen, certainly. One thing about your business is small businesses are great, but if you don't have the platform, meaning the country, meaning the right principles, the right everything, our country's booming now, despite the fact that we're in I call it a mini war, because that's all they are. They don't have a Navy anymore. Think of it. They had 159 ships. How many do they have left, Kelly? Out of 159, take a guess. She's very smart. 0.
And viewers, counting day on Republic Media Network, the numbers are in, they are staggering. 382 million viewers, that is the scale of viewership we commanded on counting day. At any given moment across the day, 1.1 million viewers were watching our network live concurrently. On YouTube alone, an average of 382,000 viewers stayed with us minute after minute. Across our social platforms, another 403,000 were watching in real time. By the end of the day, viewers, YouTube views had crossed 141.6 million. And consider that the moment that mattered, the instant that ballot boxes opened, 1.3 lakh viewers were watching live with us. When the Prime Minister rose to address the nation, 132,000 viewers stayed locked in on this network. The verdict of the day belonged to the people. The verdict on viewership belongs to you. Thank you for making Republic your destination on counting day. And coming up after a short break, we get you massive post-poll violence in Sandesh Kohli. Central forces are attacked. 5 personnel shot during night patrol. Much more after a short break. Stay on with us.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management. Call 983-10-50,000.
कोशिश को कामयाबी को शोहरत बनते देखा है। हाँ, पिछले 60 सालों में मैंने देश को बनते देखा है। कमला पसंद, 60 सालों से अनोखा स्वाद।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मम्मा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा, सबका राजा आरती और मसाला।
Bye.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है? आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट, स्वाद बढ़ाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है? स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और फरसान, अरे चमकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
Approximately 3:30 this afternoon, our plainclothes officers and agents that consistently patrol the outer perimeter of the White House complex identified a suspicious individual that appeared to have a firearm. They called in support from our marked uniformed Secret Service police to make contact with that individual. Upon making contact, that individual fled briefly on foot, withdrew a firearm, and fired in the direction of our agents and officers. They returned fire and engaged. That individual was hit. He's since been transported to the hospital. I have no comments on his condition. I can tell you that at least one, we believe only one bystander was hit by the suspect. That individual is a juvenile, did not sustain any life-threatening injuries, but he's also receiving treatment at the hospital. I'll point out that not long before this shooting occurred, the Vice President's motorcade did transit through this area. The investigation itself, in terms of the use of force in the shooting, will be conducted by Metropolitan Police Department.
Great to be here. I'm thrilled to be back in the home of a great place. I love Florida. We love Florida. With all of the very proud, great American patriots of the villages. Are we happy with the villages? We like the villages. Now, you know, I shouldn't be here. There was just an attempt. I won't use the word. An attempt, they say, on my life. I should be indoors at a secure facility where I can quietly, beautifully, and safely play out my term.
and welcome. You are watching Live and Breaking with me, Shavin Sana. Top focus as the political drama ensues in Tamil Nadu. Does Vijay really have the numbers with him? All this and much more. But up first, let me take you through the headlines we're tracking at this hour.
Headlines brought to you by Canara Bank. Together we can.
Congress snaps ties with DMK, extends support to Vijay's TVK, seeking share in Tamil Nadu government.